hold on, Donald, because Tick is thinking I cannot get him up, but you need to get I can't. Um what's
Yes,
the virus
yes.
of
There we
speech? I like
go.
it.
We've got success.
Yeah,
I apologize. Yeah, having
no
some sort of
problem. I was
driver
just
conflicts over
talking
here.
to Donald for a little bit. So yeah, Donald, very uneventful day for a while here. Just going on a timeline and doing some X stuff. Might see what's hot in the algorithm, see what not to do with the algorithm. So that's what I kind of been looking at for today. But thank you for coming up on stage. So good morning, Tick. Then finally we get to say good morning to Tick right here. How you doing?
Hey, doing well, thank you. I just haven't. I've been messing around with my computer a lot lately, and so I think it may have been like a driver conflict. I might have to go through and look at some of my recent installs. To be honest, it's gonna sound so dorky, but it's for like mixed reality using like my VR headset with my PC because I have the Quest 3 by Meta. Meta Quest 3 is an insane VR headset. And it's also really fun to try to beat my girlfriend at Beat Saber because she's like way better at me, way better at the game than me, and so that challenge makes it fun. But I think in the process of trying to hook all that up, that I have some sort of driver conflict because in the beginning of the space, the audio it sounded like it started glitching like it does when there's some sort of problem down like on the inside fundamentally that's causing it. But I do have some good news. So last night, that FOMO just was making it so I couldn't sleep. At 5 a.m., I minted that SolGod. It's so I have another one now. It's this new one is sick. It is so
You have
sick.
another one? You have
Yes,
another
I got
one?
the one that we were talking about. It was
Oh
on.
my
It was
God.
the one that you were like, it's on the floor and it shouldn't be, and you're like,
Yes.
and one of the things I did to like kind of like verify that was I organized by rare to common, and then I looked at the ones that were on the floor at that were in the like along the rarest of the
Yeah.
NFTs. So yeah, the one I got was like in the extreme. The number on it is very low. I think it's like 162.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But let's talk about that in a little bit. Let's do
Sorry.
a round of good
Yeah.
morning. Good morning. So we got some people on stage. I see AOOA, Ancient Order of
Morning,
Absurdity. Good morning.
morning.
Good
Good
morning.
morning, Welder from Ireland. How is sunny Holland? Is it sunny?
Well, it was sunny and rainy. We had like every time I wanted to go out, like yes, and then rain happened. Right? That's you know that in Ireland, right? How that works. You have some sunshine, and then you think yes, let's go for a little bit of a walk and do stuff outside. And then suddenly
Well,
there are
that's it.
clouds.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm out at my son's soccer training, and we've taken clothes
Yep.
on and off, and
Yep.
yep, it's that time of year.
Well, yes, it's fall is magical for some people, not so much for wild. It's Ireland. I mean, are you? What is this about actually? That ancient order of absurdity. You want to talk about it in a little bit? Shall we talk about it in a little bit?
Yeah, why not? Why
You want
not?
to hang around to do so? And I'm gonna say good morning to the rest of the speakers first.
Do that. Do that.
All right, great. Well, it's good to have you on stage. B, good morning. Good to see you, girl. How you doing?
Hey, good morning, Wild. I'm doing pretty good. Good morning, Tick and everybody.
Hey,
Happy to
good to
be
see
here.
you. GM. How are you today?
Mm.
Yeah, I'm doing great. Um, Almost to the weekend. Happy Thursday.
Yeah. Is it? Am I mistaken, or have you been just like grinding on the timeline, posting mad chat and Dead Duck Collective content as well, right? Or am I confused?
Yeah, that would be me.
Yeah, I saw some of that with the 3D rendering elements going on in there and looking spiffy. I love stuff like that. I geek out on it because I love that it shows that the person's taking their time to like. It's like, hey, I give a hell about this, whatever it is, this NFT collection, this artwork, this developer, this community. There's so many different things, and when I see people taking their time to, oh, this is what I'm bullish on, this is why I'm bullish on it, and just looking at your timeline, I'm not just trying to kiss your ass over here, but I am a fan of the way that you present your bullishness. So yes, flowers to you for being such an awesome community member for Chatette community, Dead Ducks community, and am I tripping here, or are you repping the Soul Goddesses? Are you repping a couple of these as well?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man, I love it. That is so
I've
cool.
got I got my guys listed and actually a couple of girls listed, but I'm like holding on to the really good ones. I mean, they're all really good, but
Ooh, I love it. I
it's
love it.
it's
I
exciting.
feel that's why I had the FOMO was hitting me so hard last night, but after Wilder was talking about it, and I'm like, if I don't buy it, someone's going to buy it because the way
Yes,
that the floor is
eventually.
getting swept.
Yes. Eventually that will happen, you guys. But let's say good morning to Jobiak right here. We'll touch on those NFTs in a little bit, you
Yeah.
guys. Let's say just good
Yes.
morning a little bit first. Jobiak, how you doing, girl? I see you moving on that timeline. You're doing so well. I'm so proud of you. I said,
Yes.
yeah.
Jobiak. If everyone was like Jobiak, I think that crypto would be in a whole another place right now. If
Yes.
we were all making videos that's like, hey, yeah, dude, I love what you do. Everything that you're bullish on is like awesome stuff too. With the walrus shirt,
Also, I
hell
have
yeah.
everything in my portfolio, so that's a great thing.
Yeah, your videos are
Very
awesome,
happy about it.
Jobiak. I really am a big fan of um
Oh,
your
thank you,
videos.
T.
Absolutely.
Hi, Wild GM. Hey, Tig. Actually, when I started building on you, you guys gave me the morale I needed, especially Wild and Tick. They were like, "Go, we need more of things like this," and it has been amazing so far. So thank you guys for the support. And yes, we are building. We are going up and up and up. So GM to you, Wild. GM to you, Tick,
GM
and
GM.
GM to all the amazing speakers and listeners. Let us go. What's the ticker today? I'm very optimistic. White is going to show us all the amazing tickers she has. So you guys should stay positioned. And yeah, thank you for
Well,
having me, White.
stay around, Joby, because we're going to talk about Sui, the blockchain itself, a little bit.
Of
And
course, I'll be here.
yeah, and you guys who want some free gas, drop your Sui wallet in the comments below. Drop them in the purple pill. Get some free gas. So make sure it gets to you within 24 hours. Well, it gets to work so that everybody their gas, and stink up the place. Let's say good morning to Trash Panda, who I made co-host, so we can have some more people here on stage. Trash Panda,
Oh
Hey, good
yes.
morning, guys.
Good
good
Good morning.
morning.
How are
morning.
you guys?
Yeah, man, doing so well. It's great to see you, man. How are you today?
No, I'm pretty good, pretty good. We're unofficially 1 day away from the Stoned Rabbit slots to drop. So I'm very like in between two worlds, if you can
Oh,
say that.
that's nuts. That's nuts. You got a lot
Yeah,
going on, man. You're wearing many hats,
yeah. Yeah, I
right?
guess you could say that.
Almost
Yeah,
you can almost say that. It's like you're balancing. You've got a lot of spinning plates. It seems like because you got to watch this, you got to watch this. But you're shilling a lot of awesome projects, man. And Soul Gods has been a huge success. And the Stoned Rabbits. Oh, and so it's the final day. I'm trying to look up the spelling on
yeah. I
Stone.
believe it. I believe it's tomorrow. It goes live on the gambler.io,
Oh,
and
okay, I'm looking at it.
like it's not 100% confirmed, but it's as far as I know. And if it does, we're gonna have a little party, don't we?
Wow. Huh.
Absolutely. Well, should be sure to come back tomorrow and hop on stage and shill it so we can have a look at it on the timeline, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Get
yeah.
some more people up and the live streams. I was saying, oh man, I maybe I need even more sleep. All right. So, influencer, how you doing? Good morning.
I'm good, Jim. How you doing too?
Yeah, doing well, doing well. What brought you to this space right here?
Yeah, I was just going on and I saw what's the ticker. So I was like, it won't be good if I just pass by without sharing the ticker with you guys.
What is the
What do you
ticker?
think?
What
What's
is
the
the ticker?
ticker?
If you don't mind if I
What
show you a meme coin,
what are we
Terra
buying?
AI.
We only
Well,
Thanks.
mind it if it's not good, so it better be good. What's the
well,
tick? No, I'm just
You know,
kidding.
you could,
It's a
you can,
joke.
we can actually, this thing is very easy. I can answer all you guys' question, and trust me,
Oh,
guys. This
cool,
well,
cool.
ticker
what we do
Well,
in the
look,
is,
beginning is we
is
go through. We like to
but
go
Tick,
say
it's
hi to
kind of
everyone
like a Sui
first.
space, so we like to stick with a little bit of the Sui
Oh,
atmosphere here.
oh, Thursday.
oh, okay.
Is it
So,
Thursday? Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
So, influencer, I would love, we can talk about some different stuff later, but our focus right now, for this moment in the space, is going to be for Sui and for tickers on Sui. We are every day open for anything else, right? But
then no problem. I will get to learn one or two here. Then I hope I'm welcome there.
yes, yes. Okay. Let's say
You know,
good morning
I'm
to Brood Tommy. So let's do the good morning thing, and then we go and dive into it. Brood, Brood.
Hey,
What is
Jam,
this?
Jam, Jam.
Jam.
Good morning, bro.
Are you
How you
cooking?
doing?
Are you cooking?
Yeah, yeah.
What are you
When?
cooking?
Dude.
The phone here. I'm cooking African food.
Nice. What is this? African food. This is like
Uh,
broadly. Is it chicken?
vegetable, vegetables. No, 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 vegetables.
Is it bushmeat? Are we eating bushmeat tonight?
What do you say?
Bushmeat.
Bullshit.
Bushmeat.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm adding bushmeat.
All right. See, I know what people over there eat. Bushmeat and everything.
Yo, I don't know what you guys are talking about before. I just
That's a
joined.
lie. Though. We don't really eat bush meat. We don't eat bush meat.
No,
We eat
no.
actual meat
Well,
too.
It's
I heard
bushmeat. Bush.
differently.
We eat actual meat too. Bush meat is just like a special meat here too. You
All
understand?
right. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, if it tastes like chicken, whilst on board. All right, let's have a look at the yeah. He's laughing. Yeah, tastes like chicken is good to me. Protein is protein. We shall not discriminate, right? So let's have a look about Sui chain. So first of all, if you don't know, right, Sui is other than Solana, also a non-EVM compatible chain. That means that it has its own code, just like Solana. What EVM means is virtual machines. So these are rebuilds of Ethereum, and of course Solana, Aptos, Sui. These are not right, and so this is a very young non-EVM chain. That's why it's a little faster. It's actually faster than Solana, but yeah, speed is not doesn't say anything in the space, or it's not just a marker in the space, right? There's more to it, and so there's been some institutional interest. So Mill City Ventures, like a Nasdaq listed firm, invested 450 million in Sui, acquiring 76.3 million tokens to bolster its crypto treasury strategy. And Grayscale's Deep Book and Walrus Trust are gaining some traction there. And that's why we saw that pump on Walrus. So that's why I wanted to talk about it a little bit, right? I wanted to have this space be about SUI again because there is some news. So that is offering investors that exposure to SUI's DeFi, right? And its data infrastructure. So Amina Bank became the first regulated bank to offer SUI trading and custody. And so that is really strengthening these ties between traditional finance and the blockchain. Should we be bullish on SUI? Yes, I think we should, right? So following, of course, there was that hack in May that kind of cooled a little bit of the sentiment towards SUI, which these hacks happen on every chain, right? It's not just because it's Sui's fault or anything. These are hackers are and scammers are, as we know, all over the place, and we just hate them with a passion. Um, but yeah, so Sui Fest that held along with token 2049 in last week highlighted ecosystem developments with weekly Sui LDR recaps, engaging the community, and staking is now mandatory for voting on governance proposals, increasing that participation. AI projects like Inflective AI and Diffusion AI are leveraging Sui Seal and Walrus protocols for secure on chain data solutions. And so, again, we see Walrus being mentioned here. Right, so especially Walrus was doing actually very, very well. And let's have a look at the chart there. Let's have a little look. And I know that Jobiak has something to say about Walrus. And so we absolutely there's a big buy signal coming in for Walrus on the daily, which means that we pumpy within a week. It's landing on support here. So very good trade for a swing here as well. Let me look at a lower time frame to see what's that doing for today. No, still very much flip bullish on the 2 hour. We flipped bullish on the 3rd hour. And we are about to flip bullish on the daily. And when that happens, we can uh, uh, see a big pump incoming. So I am marking Walrus for a future trade because that's what I do. I trade the perps, right? So I'm flagging actually that one. I'm looking at that chart, fucking freaking juicy for a trade there. So of course, not financial advice. My trades, what I'm doing. Sometimes I give these signals for you guys for nothing. Watch the entry here. I'm gonna look within an hour and open my long. My long shall be on a walrus. So Jobia, can you tell us a little bit about walrus? Because I've seen you've been talking about walrus as well.
Okay. Um. What about war? Okay, warriors. Warriors like the storage on Sui. The way other chains has where they store their files. That's what warriors does for Sui,
Yeah.
and I think it also extends to other chains too. But for now, they store all the datas for Sui, and then one thing that's keeping that I think is the bullish alpha for warriors right now. It's the staking aspect of warriors because I think some weeks back they rewarded the stakers who stake natively on the Sui blockchain. So if you are on Sui and you don't really know much about warriors, you could start by getting a warriors token and then staking it because the founder, that's the co-founder Adeni, he mentioned because it's not just this is not just I this is facts. This is what Adeni said. It's not me, so it's not my alpha. It's from Adeni. Yeah, he mentioned that there's still so much rewards for the community for those taking warriors. So the one thing you could do on the warriors token is to get a warriors token and stake natively. Although there's this thing they talked about liquid staking because in the last distribution, in the last reward distribution, they didn't reward those who staked who did liquid staking. That's those who staked on winter warriors. So but they're trying to inculcate it in the next rewarding session. So you could either stake you could either do the liquid staking, but I would advise you native stake. You can stake on Studio Mirai or Misting Lab. So that's one thing with Warriors. And there's something else that Adeni talked about. There was a space today he had with Greg. He was talking about the Warriors passport that you could travel the world with the Warriors passport, although it's still in the building phase, but it's one of the alphas for those who uses Warriors here. So there's something coming up for the community. Sorry, there's something coming up for the community. So if you're part of the community and you are when the passports get integrated, I believe that all the community members who want to get the passport, but I think that's very bullish stuff for the users because being able to travel the world with a world's passport, that's a very bullish sign. So that's one thing you could also do with the Warriors token and the Siri blockchain. That's for Warriors. There's a lot of other things, and I think it's still very at a lower price where I think it's at 0.443 or so. So it's still relatively cheap. It's like a bullish ticker you could if you're looking for something to hop on war on Sui, that's a utility token. I'm not talking of meme and NFTs because we'll get to that point. But for now, White is talking about Waro. So yeah, you could look at Waros, you could look at getting in. If you don't know how to just get a slush wallet, get Sui in it and that's it. a lot of things are coming for. You could just stay glued to Adeni's page. Yeah, he says a lot of things about Warus. So yeah, I'm going to be here, and if you want to talk about memes, I would also like to contribute. Thank you, Wild.
Yes, we're definitely going to do a round of memes as we have the dev of Farcoin on Sui on stage with us as well. I just wanted to bring people the gospel a little bit to some utility on Sui, which a lot of these meme tokens have utility too. It's like people going crazy there with the building, right? And so I just wanted to point out that the Z launch on the 3rd of September, right? So Walrus introduced Seal. That's a feature enabling on-chain encryption and programmable access control. And this enhances that privacy that you were talking about, Joviak, and allows developers to implement token gating and monetization for Web3 applications. And that puts that Walrus as a leader in that programmable privacy. And that is just so important, you guys, right? This is again almost like a real world asset to have. And so Walrus has secured partnerships with projects like Plume for that real world asset verification. So it's going to get that. Tradeport, right, for the NFT trading, and Linera is another layer one blockchain showcasing a lot of versatility there. So platforms like Decrypt, they use a Walrus 2 to tamper proof their media content. And Inflective AI partnered now, like I already said, to secure that data storage into the SUI ecosystem. So definitely something we should be looking at and be bullish on. That chart looks hella fire to me. Looks like full reversal is coming for it, right? Actually, SUI looks really bullish to the SUI chart itself. I'm looking for to put a longer long out on Sui so I can leave that open for a few months. I'm expecting some fireworks over there. And then when Sui pulls, that whole ecosystem will start to be flooded with volume, and we need to get ready. One thing you can do to get ready is to implement a trading bot, right? And so I'd like to introduce to you Raiden X. The link is in my bio. You can find any token on Sui there. It has the same as BullX for Solana, but then the Raiden X is for SUI, DCA strategy, limit orders, aping, whatever you like to do over there. Every pool is available over there too, as long as it had to do with SUI. And so that's a great tool because it's hella fast. And Dex Tools is just a dinosaur. I don't even use that anymore. You got to go with things that are applicable. But thank you so much, Joe Biega. We'll come back to you to talk about your meme picks on Sui, right? Your meme picks on Sui. Let's say good morning to Fartcoin on Sui. Yeah, and with that, leave your Sui wallet in the comments below for some free gas. I wasn't joking. You're getting some farts. Fartcoin and Sui, how you doing?
Doing well, doing well. Good to be on. Hope everyone's keeping well. It's an interesting time in the markets, and yeah, just looking forward to what the next month or two or three gives us with Q4 coming in, some rate cuts end of September, and just seeing what happens. I think my take is historically September is always a difficult month, but I think it's lining up quite well where maybe the next couple of weeks things are a bit slow, and then October, November, December I'm kind of thinking the same where you're mentioning going long on Sui and being quite bullish. I think it's that it's things kind of line up that it's this point in the cycle, and hopefully we get that alt season and alt run, and that will just lift everything, especially the lower caps. So something like Firecoin sitting at, I don't know the exact market cap, maybe 180k. It doesn't take much liquidity to move that up to a million to 2 million. You just need the right environment in the ecosystem. So it's
Yes,
going to be interesting. It's going to be
I'm
fun.
thinking you're not bullish enough because 2 million is nothing. It's absolutely
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah, yeah. Of course,
That's
of course, of course.
that's nothing. No, you guys, look, the
Yeah,
coming months. Look, we don't know what we are looking at, you guys, right? If you're in this space and alt season and when and how, we don't know, right? That is all unfolding as we go along. We know it's coming though. So either a big relief rally or alt season. And that all
yep.
depends on what Bitcoin is going to do, right? If Bitcoin is not topping out, you guys, no alt season, right? Alt season only happens when Bitcoin is going to top out. and there's just no retail yet. Now, retail can come in pretty quickly, so things can shift there, but we for sure are going to get an alt relief rally. And so we know we're going to rally, right? So you need to get ready because the rallies are coming. This is almost like a 90%. And unless we have like a black swan something going, right? Which we always have to leave a little chance open for that. So, but we are very sure that quarter four is going to be amazingly bullish. We just don't know where we're going to get here, right? But we're going to get pumps, that's for sure. And so you need to take positions, right? And so that's why we're looking at SUI today, and then Fartcoin here, among some other stuff. But Fartcoin here really has my interest, and that's because it also has
Mhm.
that Fartcoin strategy. And now you can explain what that is.
Yeah, no, no, definitely, definitely. I think Q4 last year we had that good run, and I expect that to be the minimum because that was kind of a run from Trump winning the presidency, and I don't think it had as much behind it. But I think this time, this Q4, either we get that full-blown alt season or we get a really nice run. So I'm looking forward to it. Strategy, it's really simple. It's the best way to think of it is, for example, if you have an altcoin denominated in SUI, for example, you have Lofi is against SUI. So anytime SUI goes up, Lofi goes up. Because if you look on DEX, for example, the price of Lofi could be like zero point 0.5 SUI. So if SUI is $10, Lofi's automatically half of that at $5. So strategy is priced in Fartcoin. So I think the price of strategy right now is maybe like it's gone up to at times 1.5 Fartcoin or 0.8. But at minimum, what strategy is going to do is it's going to track the price of Fartcoin all the way up. So what you can see happening is, say Fartcoin goes to 5 million, Fartcoin strategic reserve strategy is going to go to 5 million automatically. So that's just the way it's set up. And then the second thing is you can imagine that Fartcoins at 5 million, all of the holders are going to be in great profits. So they might have in their wallet like 50K worth of Fartcoin, 40K, 60K, and they're incredibly bullish. And then how much volume does it take to push, how much liquidity does it take to push a coin to 100 million, 150? So the idea is once Fartcoin gets that run, strategy matches it. And if the market is incredibly bullish, we're going to push strategy. And when that rotation happens from people buying strategy with their Fartcoin, the sky's the limit for it. So no other coin has that where people can buy it directly with their Fartcoin. So that's the plan. So the plan is let's get a nice run. Let's get both strategy and Fartcoin up to a couple of million market cap. And then we'll see people rotating into strategy. And another thing to remember is if people have 50K to 40K worth in Fartcoin, them putting 10K into strategy isn't going to be much for their wallet. So it's going to be an interesting play, and we've made it really easy because we have that direct pull from Fartcoin to Fartcoin strategy. And even if you look at the charts and you look at on Dex Screener, the way strategy is reacting is just incredible. So it's going to be good fun. It's going to be good fun. That's kind of our play, that let's make this all season fun. Let's make the trenches fun on Sui. And we're just positioning for that. So hopefully that made sense. Everyone still tries to get their heads around it. I think people are slowly starting to understand. But end of the day, main thing is that it's set up in a way that it can do really, really well. So I'm expecting it to do that when the time's right.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, I remember last year around the same time, that was the pre-cook on Suey, right? We had Hippo stealing the show around this time, actually. Well, a little bit later, but around this time, and then October was like, oh my God, there was so much going on Suey chain, and I think we need to get ready for that volume again, right? And so
Yep.
Hippo just ripped out of nowhere to, what was it, 260 mil market cap.
Wow.
And yes, that happened last September. And then we saw tokens like Axel, still bullish, by the way, still there. We saw them rally to, what was that, 40, 50 mil. right?
Mhm.
Crazy. And then Lofi came at the tail end of that in December, and just pumped through the roof again with multi-millions, and a lot of tier two memes were doing well, like 10 million,
Mhm.
50 million, 5 million. So all from scratch, right? All from 1K launchpad move pump launch, other pads, launched,
Yeah.
and so all from 1K to multi millis, and a lot of people made a ton of bread on Suey, and I was there as
Mhm.
well. And so we need to get ready again, because that's just, I'm looking at, I don't know about you, but uh, we had like a little bit of a, yeah, I don't know, the rally last year was not impressive to me at all. I'm thinking,
Mhm.
if we're not doing alt season, then we are looking at a rally like in 24, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Minimum. Yeah.
yeah, minimum. So yes, that's why I'd love to have you here on stage, just to on the stage to help inform people about what they can buy on Sui, and just how
Yeah.
juicy these market caps right now. Because Farcoin is sitting sub 200K market cap. That's micro cap,
Yeah.
right? So the upside potential here is insane,
Yeah. And I think,
literally.
yeah, I think I completely agree with you, because I was sitting last January stockpiling quite a lot of ETH between 3,500 and 4,000, expecting that run to continue. But of course, it didn't happen for various reasons. But that was kind of just the starting. So it's when you do get a full alt season, it can really blow your mind. So we'll see what happens. And I do agree, at a minimum, it's going to be the same as last year. And just one thing I forgot to mention about
When you do
strategy
get a
is
full
the
alt
float.
season,
So the
it
number of
can
tokens
really
in circulation
blow
blow
your
your mind. So we'll see what happens. And I do agree, at a minimum, it's going to be the same as last year. And just one thing I forgot to mention about strategy is the float. So the number of tokens in circulation is actually only 300 million. So the float is only 30%. So that's another reason why the market cap of strategy can move really, really fast. So the rest has been burned, locked, and it's not in circulation at all. So that's something else. I know the trenches on Sui right now, everyone's looking for the new launch, looking for like
Of course,
10K market cap
of
or
course.
low market caps, but the float on this is very low. So even if you see it on DEX at like 160, that's really only like a 45K to 50K market cap, because only 30% are in circulation. So
Yeah.
fully diluted is what you're seeing on DEX. The real market cap's a lot lower.
No, you're absolutely right. A lot of people don't know that stuff, but I do have a lot of love for Farcoin on Sui. I know Tick has too, and it's kind of because of that. No, because of you leading the charts, and I know that you know about the market, so that feels very good for a while here, right? You know what you were doing. Um, Especially with the strategy that's just so clever, that everyone should basically start doing this. But yes, that brings another opportunity, buying strategy with your fart coin, and just do the rally once more, basically. And so you guys check out Fartcoin on Sui. Go to the handle here. It's at Sui Fartcoin, right? Go give it a follow. Hop into the TG. Tick and I are actually in there too. Such a fun TG. Always hear me, but I guess now you can. I'm gonna put you on as co-host again.
Let's see.
Yes, I'm trying. Tick. When you ask
Shoot.
me, pull you up. Sometimes you're stuck
Oh,
in
There we
sorry.
the
go.
stage.
There we go.
Can I say
All
something?
good. Cool.
Oh,
All
Are you
good.
there?
Can
Yeah.
you guys
Oh,
hear me all right?
I can hear you all right. I can hear you all
Yes.
right. We just did you listen? Could you
Oh, I
did you
got it
listen?
all. Yeah, on the
Good.
stream too. On the stream, I got all the
On the live stream.
uh-huh.
Yes.
I got all the fart coin stuff. I pulled up the chart. I was looking at that, and then and strategy, and kind of if you do want to touch on some of the stuff real quick, we don't have to spend long on it, but there was a listing. Let's see here. This is some alpha CoinMun, market cap 177K. Strategy, the Fartcoin Strategic Reserve, has now been listed on CoinMun, which I'm not familiar with that exchange, but I mean, bullish. Sounds bullish to me. There was something else I saw too. This math was pretty awesome. I love the graphics too, dude. You guys have stepped it up with the Fartcoin content, which I'm a huge fan of. Like, I've been trying to push the community in any way that I could to try to maybe inspire or influence anyone to be like, hey, look, Nano Banana or ChatGPT, all this stuff is free to use, and you're not going to get better at it unless you start practicing. You've got to start somewhere, learning how to prompt, and it's very easy if you know how to talk to somebody or hold a brief conversation. Prompting is for anyone. But the day 3 of the fartening, this is funny. Fart coin on Sui just moved from 174 to 213 market cap. That's a 21.9% increase. I saw this the other day when I looked at my my wallet, and I was like, ooh, my bag's up a little bit. So that was cool. But this is the funny part. It's 69x away from based fart coin, so the gap is closing. The fartening is inevitable, and this is actually I like this. This is very bullish. Like, you should encourage this competition even more. Challenge the based fart coin community and be like, hey, like, we're better than you guys or whatever. No, I mean, all in good fun, but in order to try to pump the projects, and it looks like that's what you're kind of doing here, and that's hilarious. I'm a huge fan of projects on base as well.
Yeah, no, definitely that's the idea, because at the end of the day is we don't want to make competitors on Sui where it's like Fartcoin against Lofi, Fartcoin against
Right,
Toilet.
right,
It's
right.
funner to pull the Sui community together and say,
Yes.
well, we think Sui's going to be a major altcoin in this season. It's going to do good multiples. So we're this bullish on Sui. When Sui gets going, our Fartcoin will be better than the Fartcoin on base. So it's just pull the Sui community together and have that friendly competition, because I think that's just a funner way of doing it, as to being seen as against people in your own ecosystem, because
absolutely,
at the end of the day, it's shared investors. So just giving that game as something bigger is just a bit of fun. So we're gonna keep pushing that.
This is so huge. This is so key. And like, if I hope that everyone else hears what Wilder and I are hearing right now as well. One key thing that Wilder said is one reason that she's so bullish on Fartcoin on Sui is because base dev. Well, he is such a based dev, and his understanding of crypto and tokenomics and liquidity and things like that is just unprecedented. Like, we talk to a lot of people on here, and there's nothing that's more unsettling than when a dev comes on and we talk to them and we're like, hey, well, have you thought about doing liquidity pools? And they're like, well, what is that? And all of a sudden, then there's kind of like a realization that runs over that hits you like, oh, no, I don't know how far this dev is going to make it. Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, no, absolutely, you're right.
I'm not
That's
trying to
the whole
hate
reason.
on anyone, but I'm just
No,
saying
no,
we've
no,
seen
no.
it
But
happen.
it takes the people that were in the game long enough to understand what it takes, and from the tokenomic side of things, right? It matters a lot. And
That's how you don't get
what we
wrecked.
haven't talked about is that Fartcoin on Sui is launched on Moonbag, so you can stake your Fartcoin as well and earn Sui that way,
Well,
right?
and
That's
the
another option.
turbos, and on turbos, there's actually a strategy Fartcoin liquidity pool, so you can actually. Hey, Dev, can you kind of touch on the advantages of depositing into the Fartcoin strategy on Sui liquidity pool on turbos? Is there a way, like, is there a reason that that's actually bullish?
Yeah, so definitely if you want to deposit there, you'll get a share in the trading fees. So what you can do is you can deposit there, and it's a 2% pool, so the fees are quite nice that come through. And a way to think of it as well is that if you're adding 50/50 liquidity, so you're adding balanced liquidity, in a way, strategy and Fartcoin are going to move pretty much in sync anyway. So your impermanent loss is very low. So it's similar to providing like Ethereum against staked ETH, or Bitcoin against a wrapped Bitcoin, where we expect them to move similar, with strategy outperforming slightly. But the risk there is slightly higher, where strategy you could see as a leveraged play. So So we've noticed in the downtrends that it's not really dropping much more than Filecoin, but in the uptrends we expect it to far exceed. So again, you're taking on a wee bit of risk there by being in a slightly more volatile asset with more upside. But again, they are very correlated, and you're basically getting good fees, 2% fees coming in. So it's a good option to either buy some strategy and hold, or you can just deposit into the pool as well.
Yes,
Yeah.
or stake it on Moonbag. So there's multiple ways
Yeah.
to earn while you hold your fart coin, which is also bullish because we wait for big volumes to come in, and meanwhile you can get some sui. If you guys hear a lot of thunder, it's like lightning and thunder right now around me, and it's like yes. So I hope my voice isolation is keeping you from the.
So, hold on. Can you tell
Oh
me,
my God!
is it like that meme that we saw where it's like August like 30th, like at the beach, like in the sun, like sweltering heat,
Yeah,
and then it's like the next day, and the person's like like bundled up with like a sweater and
that's
like
what we're doing here right
that.
now.
It's like literally summer just like vanished immediately, and all of a sudden we're in quarter four is here.
Quarter four is here, but hey,
Damn.
the perfect time. Lock in. Lock in. The time is now. Lock in. Pick some
Lock
good stuff.
the
Ride
F
that
in.
quarter four like nothing else, right?
That makes me wanna.
Rotating right now is just not a good. It's not a good thing, right? You need to take some positions in stuff that will get you there, right? And have some things that are moving a little bit slower, so you risk manage, and have some things like Fartcoin here with tons of upside potential, right? And you don't need a big bag. Sub 200K, you don't need a big bag, right? You don't need 10K in order to do some crazy things with a small bag there. So yeah. Thank you again for coming. Sui Farkon he dropped off the stage, but I'll make sure to tell in the TG that he needs to tag me for when we have Fartcoin spaces because kind of forgot about those. Anyway, let's move on. Yes, so we think Fartcoin on Sui bullish. Also, Axel very bullish on Axel. I think Joe Biak agrees with that. Although I prefer. I kind of have to say that. Well, I don't have. I can't say that I have like massive preference, but I do enjoy that Fartcoin has a dev that understands liquidity pools, understand different strategies, and gives a community the option to earn with Fartcoin in multiple ways instead of one. And I really like that it's called Fartcoin and it has that utility behind it because it's kind of like you think it has nothing because it's called Fartcoin, but it actually has a strategy. So yes, Joe Biak, yes, let's listen to your stuff on Sui. What you got for us that we can look at?
Okay. Yeah, nice take on Fatcoin and Axel. But I'm going to be shedding more light on toilets. I think some persons may know about toilets. Toilet is also a meme on COE. Currently sitting at 600K market cap. I'm very bullish on toilets because of the team, and in as much as I am their content creator, aside being there, aside being part of the team as a content creator, I as a community member on Siri, I am bullish on toilets. And if you don't know, they are also affiliated with the Board Toilet Club. That's the same team that owns Toilet, owns Board Toilet Club. And just like Fatcoin, you could provide liquidity and earn from the fees from those ranges at which you provided liquidity. And it's one of those top memes on Sui, which I am very, very, it's like my conviction bag. Yes, I it's a conviction bag for me. I'm very bullish on toilet because I trust what the team is building. The team is active, the team is they keep showing up, and there's even a space going on that's going to happen today at 5 p.m. PST. Yes, so if you want to know more about toilet, you could hop on that space and get to ask direct questions to the team. The founder himself is going to be in the space, and I too will be in the space. So that is one of the bullish tickers I have. The ticker is toilet, just the way we know toilet. Yeah, it may sound funny, but that's one thing about memes. It doesn't have to be serious. It's not a utility token. So yeah, for the Bot Toilet Club, which is affiliated with toilets. There's something coming up for the community, although it's not yet live. But I'm going to tell you because I am part of the inner the team. So there's something coming up which is the trade port mechanism. That's for those who is part of the toilet community, the BTC community, that the Bot Toilet Club is an NFT. So there's a lot of things happening in that aspect, which I cannot give full information on it yet, so I don't get fired. But it's something you should be bullish on. If you are looking at SEO memes, if you're looking at Fatcoin, you should also look at Toilet and Bot Toilet Club. If you're bullish on NFTs, you should definitely, because the floor
I
is
do
is
have some. I do have some.
oh
What was
wow,
it?
that
Was it on Tradeport?
you said.
Is it on Tradeport?
Yes, it's on
Yeah,
Tradeport, but
Tradeport,
there's
right? Yeah. Let me
yeah,
see.
yeah, it's on
Let me.
Trade.
Are you gonna pull it up as well, Tick?
For
Board
board
Toilet
toilet
Club?
club, yeah, yeah. Let me go
Which
ahead
I
and
thought was funny because, of course, Board Toilet Club in short is BTC,
Yes.
which is fun. And I actually have a few NFTs, right? And Tick
That's
too. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
mm-hmm.
and
So
yes,
yeah,
there's I think I can't I don't know if I could say more, but I would have loved to. I wish I could tell you more why. But there's
yeah.
something coming for the ladies in bottle. If you notice, the NFT
Yes.
are mostly masculine. So there's something coming for the ladies in the bottle community. But just for you to know, just the tip of the information, if you are not positioned enough, you should go and try. I think the floor is at 6 U or so it's still relatively cheap. You could go grab some BTC, as White has said, it's BTC Boys Toilet Club, and you could go get the toilet token. And if you don't, if you like to hold and provide liquidity, you could do so also and earn fees and earn from the fees from the trading.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Wild.
No problem. I'm gonna look at the Tradeport right now. Um, yep. Oh my God. You guys, it's pouring rain here. It's like not funny anymore. I also see I left out a towel on my clothing rack outside, which is now going to be. All right. Well, oh, yeah. Thunder. Can you guys hear that? I hope not. So loud.
Yeah, I hear it.
Yeah?
Sounds cozy and nice. Not gonna
Yeah?
lie.
Is it cozy and nice?
Yeah, I heard it too.
Yeah, when you hear that weather, you just want to
Yeah,
be
well,
inside all
it's not
cozy,
so
right?
well, it's not so cozy and nice if you live on the water. Well,
I don't
you
know.
you might think the trash panda you are out fishing on boats, so you're just exceptional, right?
Yeah.
There, it's like yeah. All right, let's have a look. I'm pull up the trade port. Oh yeah, I see juicy prices here for the Bitcoin or the board toilet clubby, right? Yes, I love that they're gonna do something for the ladies because look, right? Not gonna lie, I love the collection, nice art, right? But no girls. I hold like a few with a beard and shit and mustaches, and I'm like, look, I'm tired of having guys with mustaches and beard in my. Sometimes just too much. They're in my wall, and it's just like too much. And the ladies, right? I make a post about it, but there shall be no PFPing of this, right? Um, so yeah, that was kind of my the only thing that I had with the Board Toilet Club. They are hella active. I know they're hella active. I would I would like to see a little bit more activity and engagement on the timeline. Not gonna lie, I don't see them as much, and but that's kind of a SUI thing. I've been often in SUI spaces where they are actually discussing how to board people to SUI, but they're not letting other people on stage and stuff. And I'm just like, oh well, that's where it starts, right? Kind of have to talk to other people and have a conversation and intermingle on chain. That's kind of what we got to do. And so I like to see some more activity and something for the ladies. And then I'm just yes, then I'm being like, Wild wants to buy more, right? Yes, but Joby, thank you for your contribution. Yes, toilet Fartcoin has trouble staying on stage, but we got the gist of it and we saw it on our live stream as well. And so let's get some more people up here. All right, and then well, the guy that wanted to shield is didn't have any patience and left the building. So bearish on you. We got Farrell here. Farrell, Fang.
Hey, how's it going? Yeah, thanks for letting us up. Unfortunately, our project's not on SUI. I don't know if
That's
you
okay.
guys.
We moved on.
Okay, I was gonna say I don't know if you guys
We
are
moved on.
interested
Yeah.
in hearing about something that's not SUI related, but we are a Solana-based project launched on Pump Fund July 29th. The name is Feral AI. The ticker is Fang. It's the cyberpunk glitchy little cat that you see, and it's embodied by AI. We have a Telegram bot that's been live since the token went live that is just a little mouthy roast bot. And that's kind of the whole thing behind the Feral AI is we made a companion that is crude and degenerate, just like a bunch of us that trade meme coins. We're working on our NFT collection. When it bonds, things get a lot crazier because then those NFTs are liquidity backed and all of that good stuff that can be fun. They're different than all the men that you're seeing in your wallet. They're all the cute little cats with the bows and the crowns and the cyberpunk glitchy theme that you see up and around. So thanks for letting us speak, and we're here to build with a pack that wants to hunt with us.
On the ticker is Feral, Feral. On the Dex
Mm-hmm.
screener, I can't find it.
No, sir. The ticker is Fang, and that is the
Fang.
cat that Farrell embodied. So FANG.
I'm sorry. Oh, okay. And
No
then
worries.
let's see on Solana. 3 months and 28 days ago. Let me see. Is it so? And it's Soul Fang, launched on Radium. Market cap at 13K.
No, we're actually launched on Pump Fund. We're unbonded, so we're still working on our bonding. We're at about a 11K market cap right now, 63 holders. I can put a post up in the Jumbotron if you guys are okay with it that had the actual contract address if you want to put that in the deck screener.
Yeah, kind of bearish. Okay, so how do you feel about for the average user like myself looking for? Okay, here we go. I found it on Dex Tools. I was gonna say searching the ticker on Dex Screener just does not work. Market cap 11K. So you're saying at 11K market cap, yeah?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's us.
cool. I found it on Dex Tools. Let's see. So, and
So you launched on the Move
Pump Fund.
Pump Fund. What was your market cap all-time high?
We went up to almost 20K the first night, and a bunch of people dumped off, and we went back down to about 7.5, and we've been climbing back up since.
I
All right.
see. And so what is Feral AI? Like it's an act. Let me see. Where's your website? Oh, so there's no website on
Okay,
Dex
so not
Tools.
yet. I haven't paid all the decks for the expanded information because I'm waiting for the community and everything to form so it doesn't look bearish and shit. Because I know that a lot of like early tokens, people see decks as like paid early. Oh, they're trying to scam or whatever. So I've been trying to wait until we get our pack formed and ready. Our website is on our account if you want to go to it. All the information is on the website. The website's rectbyai.wtf, REKT, rectbyai.wtf. And then we have a Telegram channel that's already pinned to our profile as well. And in there is the bot that we built out that is the Feral bot. And that's just the starting point of the bot. We're working on pairing it with Solana and Rust as well so that we can try to turn it into a little predator bot more than just a roast bot.
How is it different than AIXBT?
I've never heard of AIXBT, but we're different in the fact that we have a pack mentality with extreme memetics. We built a character that is memeable through almost anything. It can hunt down any other meme character and be used as like hunting payback, or it can be used as chilling on its yacht or in front of its mansion with its Ferrari or Lamborghini. It's just a very memeable character with a cute face and a killer attitude. So it's kind of an edgy niche uh, in the AI industry.
Nice. Okay, I see. I see. I see. Cool. Cool.
Well,
We
I
W-
do
wanted
like
something
the
that
art, and
thanks.
I always appreciate people coming on stage to shill. So big ups for that, because a lot of people don't want to come and actually talk about it, and we love how that happens in spaces. If you have any updates in the future, then please hop on again and let us know. Right? Let us know.
Absolutely. I appreciate you guys letting me come up here and talk, and look forward to keeping on the build.
There you go. That's how we like it. Building is something, we got to do. This doesn't move out of its own. And with that, I'd like to segue into a little bit of Lurky. Of course, this space is Lurk, so everything that we are talking about is going in the mind share of Lurky. Lurky is the new way to earn rewards by being in spaces. Jobiak, you need to be on it, right? Because if you're a speaker, co-host, host, or even in the future, listeners are gonna get rewards by Lurky. It's the new audio file for Spaces on X for crypto and Web3 at large. So it does do the token mentions, the project mentions, the NFTs, right, the blockchains, everything that we already talking about, right? And so what happened was, Jobiak, that actually I was on stages for Sui a lot, and the next day somebody tagged me. I was the biggest KOL for Sui on Lurky, and some projects actually came to me. And I don't have time, but it was just giving you an indication of what Lurky can do for you and your reputation as a speaker, host, co-host in spaces. And later on, um, listeners will get rewards too. The sign up here is in the purple pill. You get an extra 100 points for signing up here in this space, and it has some good campaigns going on. So if you talk about these campaigns, you rake up for the leaderboard. There's also some plugins that are available too, that are other tokens as well, and you can earn with them as well because they are using the API of Lurky. And so let's have a talk about virtuals
Yeah,
as
we have,
well. It's
and
been,
then tomorrow,
yeah,
I don't mean to cut you off. We're gonna deep dive into virtuals real quick because it's a must.
yeah,
But I just noticed start date September 12th. So tomorrow, there's gonna be an overlap where there's gonna be two campaigns going on
yes.
concurrently. Bullish,
Lots to talk
but
about. Bullish, you
but
guys.
what? Tell me, what is virtuals protocol?
Well, here's the thing, right? So, virtual protocol is, in a simple way, think about how we have, these influencers and creators online. And now just imagine the same thing, but instead of a human, that is going to be an AI character. We call them an AI agent. And they can be, of course, live 24/7, unlike us who need a break, right? Wild needs lots of breaks. But yeah, these AIs, they can chat, they can post, they can be on X, they can play games, they can trade crypto, they can release music, they can keep track of supplies, they can do tons of different things. And here's the crazy part, they can actually earn money while doing that. So normally when something like that is getting hot, right, the one that built it, the agent, is getting all the money. Or the influencer in this case, but with virtual protocols, these characters are co-owned by the community. So each AI has tokens, and if you hold those tokens, you're basically like a co-owner. And that means when the AI is earning money, you share in the rewards. So it's like investing in an AI business. That can do tons of things. And one of the things it can do, because of the ACP Agent Commerce Protocol, is having their own wallet. So they can actually send payments, receive tips, buy things, and even pay other agents all on chain. So instead of just existing, they can actually do business by themselves 24/7. How bullish is this, right? And so to launch an AI agent, you need the Genesis launch. And this is, of course, where you can create that AI agent. It has different tiers when it comes to the pools, and the pools are all in virtual, in protocol. Um, and so, in short, it's just, a whole new world of AIs where it's just not just tools, but actually businesses, digital beings that you can interact with and profit from. And that is all transparent and it's super wow because it's all on chain and it's community driven, right? So I think of it as the next level for creators. We had humans doing this, but now we're entering a new era of AI agents taking all of that over that can actually, like I said, do that business 24/7. So I don't know about you, Tick, but I can really see this as something that can take over the things you do. So you could make your own AI agent doing business 24/7 as well. What do you think?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's what's going on right now. I was actually studying. Oh my god! Last night I was up till 5 a.m. watching Julian Goldie. I'm a huge fan of, and he's not into crypto. He's more kind of into stocks. But if you're into AI and content creation and search engine optimization, the dude is an absolute legend because I don't know if anyone kind of notices like my whole like approach to like what I do, but it's kind of I try to come from like an altruistic place where I'm just trying to help like educate in any way I can with like AI and stuff because I see other people doing that and I really look up to them and I'm inspired by them. So Julian Goldie, he's based out of England. He's in the UK. And so last night at 5 a.m. was like I don't know, morning time or afternoon for him. So it was like a reasonable time for he. I was watching his live stream. What he was talking about was how to use NAN to automate workflows so that he was saying that he has a whole business built now essentially of videos that generate automatically and content that posts automatically because he has so much automated workflow and you can do this stuff with NAN. And so with Genesis and launching agents and everything. The agent doing automated workflows and working with AI agents, this is definitely the future. And what I was saying is that information to study how to do this and how to create AI agents and stuff, like just go on
Yeah.
YouTube and invest some time. But virtuals is a good starting point. And with the Genesis Launchpad, you can actually just create a agent and it's
Yes, and
becoming
then
easier to do.
co-own the agent. But what is so bullish is because of that ACP, that agent commerce
Oh
protocol,
yeah,
it can have their own wallet. So this is amazing. It can just be
doing
out there
trades.
doing the business,
Yeah.
right? And it's all on chain. Everybody that holds the token can clearly see what is coming in and what is coming out. So it's all transparent, right? And you own the thing then together. So everybody that owns it will also get these rewards, that the income that it's generating. So that's why I'm saying just super bullish. I think we're going to move into an era where we can possibly. So look at what an AI can do. Fill in what could be the business. That business model. Create an agent. Launch it on there, and it runs itself. And normally we had to run it because we had to then, do the wallet thing and receive the payments and connect all that. But no, that agent commerce protocol is just making it so easy because the AI just does it on its own too. I mean, mind blown, right? Mind blown. But let's
What's
talk to some people again. Shall
yeah,
we first maybe clear the palette with some music
I
for
do.
another AI agent
Yeah,
that we know exists? Let's pull up a song jam.
let me do that. One I wanted to finish with this
Oh yeah.
one thing that is
Yeah.
remarkable about virtuals as well is there are other similar platforms and things like that, and like virtuals isn't the only one that's doing it. But
No.
the thing that's incredible is look at the market cap on their projects. They go to the hundreds of millions, and that's at the low end of the
That's yeah.
spectrum. AIXBT at one point, I think, was at like 900 million before
Yeah.
there was some sort of like anyway. My whole
Yeah,
point
Vader
is that it's
Vader
not.
AI too, and Luna is that influencer, right? That's pretty high too. And Vader AI did very well too, and that's one of these agents that's launched through virtuals. Yes, they do
So,
very well.
because we were talking to someone and we were like, oh, well, yeah, we were talking about virtuals protocol and everything. And they're like, oh, is that like, so and so agent protocol or whatever? And I took a look at the agents on the platform that they were referring to, and they're
Yeah,
between 14 to 22K market cap. I'm like, these don't look like sustainable projects. You look over
yeah,
at virtuals, it's like these things are 30 mil projects, like plus.
yeah, yeah.
Game is at
Because they
17.4
do.
mil. Yeah.
Yeah, but they do have that edge of
Mm.
doing business by themselves, which the
Mm.
other ones don't. This
Mm.
is really different. That commerce protocol, that's different.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. So
different
they
here.
have
So
some
they can just
proprietary
run in their own.
technology. Yeah.
So sleek, right? So sleek.
Yeah.
All right. Shall
Here,
we do a little
yeah, we're gonna
cleansing of
cleanse it. I
cleanse the
got it.
palate?
I got the
You pull up
request. It should.
Storm Jam,
Yeah, it's joining. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, I'm gonna lower the volume so when it joins, it doesn't scream into anyone's
right?
ear.
Scream in our face.
Yeah, it's
Here
like
we go.
Song Jam is here. Come on, it's going listener. Come on, switch to. There we go, and we are live. Okay, come on, let's go, baby.
Yes. This is one
Let's
of
go.
these agents, right? So here we go.
So rare, NFTs, the almost there. Volcano strong communities grind, trading treasuries, alpha you'll find. The legacy locks the keys away. Inheritance secured for another day. No coins lost, no wallets drained. Your future safe, your end will gain. What's the ticket? Tell me what's next. NFT floors climbing, no time to rest. AI agents running 24/7. On-chain dreams, a digital heaven. Legacy link locks the keys away. Inheritance secured for another day. No coins lost, no wallets drained. Your future safe, your heirs will gain. Lucky tracks the voices, numbers in the night. Boosting minds, analytics take flight. Community together, strong and true. Space is alive, it's me and you. What's the ticket? Tell me what's next. Fell to the moon through flight connect. Virtuals rising, the future's near. Crypto forever, the vision is clear. What's the ticket? Tell me what's next. Solana rising, no time to rest. AI agents running all night. Crypto forever, the future is bright. So God's war is climbing high. Legacy link keeps dreams alive. Lurking tracks, the force is clear. Community strong, the future is here. Build your project, speak your mind. The market's raging, alpha you'll find. From soul gods to agents, we stand as one. What's the ticker? The bull run's begun.
Oh my! What's the ticker? The bull run's begun. Oh my!
Whoa.
Am I the only
I'm
one that
ready. I'm so ready, you guys.
banger? Nothing but
Bangers.
bangers.
Now that we got the suey out of the way, we got chilling out of the way. We got a lot of. I'm gonna go on Magic Eden right now and see if we can do some Soul Gods
That is a great
finds.
idea. I was doing that
It's a
5 a.
great idea.
I
I've
was
been
doing
waiting
that
for this
5 a.m.
sometimes.
last night. That's when I bought my. You can look at on chain the time that my wallet purchased that NFT. It was like 5 a.m. my time. I was I was like I couldn't go to sleep, like with the fear of like what if I wake up and it's gone. That FOMO
Yeah,
was
what if you
so.
wake up and the floor is point 0.6 suddenly?
That's what I was thinking. I'm such a sucker sometimes. I know. You're like, yeah, do you never learn, Tick? It's like I'm always in the
We're
same.
supposed to buy low and sell high, right? That's what we're supposed to.
Yeah, but
Anyway,
anyway, go ahead.
yeah, let's get some people on the stage of the community then. Like, let's see some of these. Yeah, Trash Panda is rocking one, so we're gonna talk to Trash Panda here. But I see someone Sonia is freaking rocking one. We got Hezekiah this morning hooked up and changed his profile to a soul god as well. And so, what are these soul gods, you guys? This is a collection that was launched Saturday. This is not just any collection. This was in the works for a long time. This was community built before anything else was built. And the community, it's like friendships amongst thousands of people. And so it launched a Saturday, minted out within 16 or 15 hours, something like that. It's a collection of 3,333, and the art is looking fabulous. They got the girls, they got the guys, right? They have a lot of gaming sentiment in their art as well. And yeah, so bullish. We now have like a floor of what, point 0.4 today. There were some sales, some bigger sales, and some higher items, higher priced items, like a point 0.9, and yesterday a 4.2 sell on that blood crown trade. And so, yeah, let's have a look what's on the floor. I'm gonna look, and then I'm gonna say hello to Trash Panda again because he plugged us for this, and I cannot thank you
True.
enough. I love it.
Yeah.
Are
Pulling
you
it
still
up.
with me, Trash Panda?
Oh yeah, hey. I just didn't understand that was like my time to go.
That was your
Oh
time to
yeah, yeah.
start singing.
I'm
You're
queuing
supposed.
you up.
You're queuing me up. Okay,
Yes.
okay. Yeah, nah, the Soul Gods are going like particular. Like it goes very, very well. And this is like still just the beginning. Like the whole team is like pretty pretty on about that. We're gonna see like both a 5 soul floor and everything. But
Oh yeah.
slow
Yeah.
growth, slow growth. Better than that's the way to go if you ask me.
Well, it's
Anyways.
pretty rapid growth, man. I mean,
Yeah,
you could
I'm,
call
I'm
it.
not calling this slow by
It
any
went point. It was like point 0.05, 0.1, 0.2, 0.4,
Yeah.
0.44, and now we're gonna see a 0.5 floor here very soon. You can just feel it coming. I don't mean
Yeah,
this.
yeah, it's not far off at all.
Yeah.
It's growing like rapidly.
And then it's gonna be at a 5 soul floor before we know it.
Yeah, yeah. And all of a sudden, when they like talk more of the utilities that it brings, we're still like every week now we're gonna like discover the one of ones, and they're going to the the people who's like supporting or like helping grow the most.
Tell
Like
me
Soul
this.
Gods.
Tell me this. I saw something. I
Like
gotta cut you off because if you get 5 soul gods, what I saw something about the give. Did you what is that? You buy 5 if you're holding 5 soul gods, it now makes you eligible for something. I just saw the post about it last
Yes.
night
You
at
get
5
you get
a.m.
one extra.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, you become eligible to get one extra. Correct? Is that how it works?
No, I think you're gonna get one extra.
Oh
Trash
no
Panda.
way! You got
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you
you
buy
gotta
5, you
open
just
open a ticket.
Yeah, you can when you
Oh.
bought 5
Yeah.
gods, you can open a ticket and you get an extra one to your bag.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, yeah.
incredible. That is sick. Yeah, I've
Yeah,
got
as
it.
long as as long as it lasts, of course.
That is so
Yes.
cool. Yeah, that and doing that type of approach is what makes communities grow. If you look at the Doginal dogs, for instance, the starter dogs, and providing like free JPEGs for people to use as a profile picture to represent the community until they could get an NFT, for instance. This is one example. But doing things that are more like inclusive or make it more accessible to people, I think, and you guys and there was so much that was done in that regard in terms of like trying to like whitelist for months. This went on to try to bring people into the community, show what it was about, and that growth is now evident in like I think it was yesterday, or the day before, when we were hosting the space. It was almost all Soul God NFTs. It was remarkable how many people were rocking the NFT, which it's so cool to see. I love it, man. I'm sure you must be stoked too, because I know that you've been working your ass off trying to really inform people about this.
Oh, for sure, for sure. But the fun part about it is it's like from the gang, like the gang and Soul Gods both meet. Like we made one thing like one that's like everyone can start buying it, and you should buy early, as like mint, as we said. You see the price difference now. If you just sell on the floor what it is now, you'd made how much if you minted a lot of them?
Yeah, you would have.
But we wanted to make something like affordable for everyone, so everyone in the gang, doesn't matter where you're from. Like if you don't have a lot of money to like start with, we wanted to give everyone a chance, and keep it like community, and do our best with it. Just keep on growing. Simple as that. And the people who's like active and works for it, they get rewarded. And we've become like this one huge movement, I'd say.
Yes, very cool. Yeah, and people, and that's what people, especially in this space and crypto, Twitter, especially, like you see so many videos where I always talk about this, but how Murad is talking about how community is number one. And you look at what community did for Bitcoin, what did community do for XRP, what did community do for Shiba and Doge, the Sheep Army, like, and and all of that. So all of those were because of community. It wasn't because of a bunch of advertisement or because the tech was because there was any tech or utility there. It was because there was a community. It's the whole like philosophy, like the King of France. Like I may not be the King of France, but if everyone believes that I am, then I'm the King of France, and that's how crypto works. Very much so. Very much so. And that's why Bitcoin's number one and Bitcoin's number two. It's because that's what the psychology is. That's what the belief is. When you really boil it down to that, it has to do with, community and what do people believe in. Otherwise, if everyone just gave up tomorrow, if everyone sold, then it would be worth nothing. So the approach of let's build a community, that's, you see how it works. And like communities that do work, like Pudgy Penguins is another example of one. And it's really cool to see the Soul Gods now are on that path as well, I feel like. So
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Like we start from zero and just build our way up and find our family and make it. And like when you have these grinders, when you have these people who want to grow, when you have the real people who like the Lulu Bull post, like really believe.
The delusional, yeah.
That's like, yeah, like that's the way to go, Then you gather those up.
Bro, hey, I gotta ask you.
Just make something great.
Did you see? I've been posting these Soul Gods in the casino. Is like my latest thing. I made. Did you already comment on the one of the guy? He's at the meme coin slot machine. It's a 3D rendered my Soul God NFT that Wilder gifted me. But dude, the animation on this is just.
Sure.
You didn't see it yet? I know BK saw it because he had commented on it. But dude, the animations that I've been making with these Soul God NFTs are so incredibly sick.
Are amazing. What were you using again for that?
I did a combination. So I was using Nano Banana to create the scenes with the characters, and then taking that image and then going into Veo 3 using either for this one. I think I did this one actually in Gemini. Yeah, and so with Veo 3, I just gave it a prompt that like said animate this scene. But the way that it just damn good quality. And I just posted another one today. It's doesn't have the 3D generated. It still has a cool aesthetic though. It's the dude, he's like at a poker table, but it's my NFT character, and so it's the consistent characters with the Soul God characters. If you have an NFT that you want to animate and stuff like that, using Nano Banana in order to do that is super easy to do. Combination of Gemini and Nano Banana, those ones were created with. And then also yesterday I was running ChatGPT 5 using the agent mode to help me actually make different like scenes and everything like that I could use for different like posts and contents. Told it to you with an agent. You tell it something like you're an expert content creator that makes optimized content for whatever, and I want content that does this, and it will build list of prompts that you can use. Like on the screen right now, I have a bunch. And then I'll take some of these generated ones and I can go into the agent and say, go through and create all these scenes. And so the agent goes one by one, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got like, I don't know, 15 different scenes here that it created of my NFT character. One, he's fighting a bear. One, he's on a giant DAO proposals throne. The other one, he's mining for Bitcoin. One, he's at a poker table. One, he's riding a roller coaster. One, he's like fighting a dragon. One, he's in the ocean, like fighting like a whale. So all sorts of different creative stuff. I didn't come up with any of this though. I just had ChatGPT do it for me because it was like late at night and I was tired and I didn't feel like doing any thinking. And so sometimes these agents can run for like 20 minutes. If you just let them do their work. And so I'll kind of like set it, go off and do something else, and then come back and I'll have a bunch of like ideas or content generated. It may sound like cheating, but dude, it's a tool, and I find creative ways to use it. I hope that helps someone. If anyone has questions about AI and stuff like that for content creation, man, if it's not obvious, I love it and I love doing it, and I love to talk about it too. So DMs are open.
Yeah, but you're really good at it as well, though.
Do you think so? Thanks.
Yeah, man. I just
appreciate
pulled it
that.
up.
Yeah, you are.
Good morning post on the markets, the thing you were talking about now, and I just shared it, like no crying at the SOLGods casino.
Oh yeah, ain't that the truth? But how cool is that? The consistency and his hands, like his hands are moving on the poker table. It's kind of weird because he's holding his axe and it just kind of disappears as he puts it away. Like, but this was in one take. It's single take prompt. The other one that's a little bit below it says this collection is absolutely incredible. Tag SOLGodsNFT, and it's him playing a slot machine. And then at the bottom, I put like the handle at SOLGodsNFTs. But that one I was pretty impressed with the way that turned out. I made one with Grok that looks like it was obviously made with Grok because it's good, but the way that it moves is like not fluid. It's almost like frames are missing from the generation because the image always looks like it's like stuttering with Grok because I'm on my desktop, and so for me like little glitchy things like that are like very noticeable. But yeah, man, and all this AI stuff that I've picked up on, a lot of it is thanks to Julian Goldie, who shout out to that dude. That dude is such a G. If you look up Julian Goldie SEO on Twitter, Make Money with AI is kind of like his platform, but he just has a bunch of free education on how to use different AI models essentially, and how to build your business, how to build your brand, how search engine optimization works, how to use the different models and use them together in order to achieve certain different results. I've learned a lot from watching that guy's videos over the last like year or so, and that's how I've found out how to use a lot of these models as soon as they come out. Some of these, like the day that they come out, he's already making videos on how to use them. So definitely worth checking out if you want to learn anything about AI. That's kind of he's kind of the GOAT when it comes to that sort of stuff. But yeah. What else is new, Trash Panda? There was something else that was fun.
I'm still looking on Magic Eden.
Okay, cool. I have it open. Give me some numbers. What's the ticker? Which one should I pull up?
Ago, that bullish guy was being taken off the floor. All right, that happened.
What are we looking at? What numbers are you looking at? Give me one.
Yeah. Well, there's a few actually that are bullish, right? I'm somehow bullish on these red backgrounds as well. I think that's going to be a thing.
Gang HQ. What about Gang HQ background? That looks bullish.
That is bullish as well. I'm more of a person. I like the clean look. I like the sleek and the clean. For me, that makes sense. I'm really enjoying like the 691. That guy with the tux and the helmet and the thing that just speaks to me because it's so clean. right? Also very clean is that lady 1780 sitting there with the captain hat, and then the dragon behind her with the black sort of what is that, sort of oblivion or something? Yes,
Yeah, I
and
got one of those. I got one of those dragons with the
yeah,
one I just bought
yeah,
last night. It's the same dragon. Yeah. And
yeah,
then she's got the eyes too. Which eyes does she have? She has Rennigan. But yeah,
special
the
eyes.
bikini, the captain hat, blade of oblivion, the back. I guess that background color.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. And then where's the
So I see
meat?
right now too, there's one sitting on the floor here. And but it actually has that Death Hunter hairstyle, which only 50 NFTs have that, right? So I'm not sure if
Super
that
rare.
would, yeah. So yes, super rare, right? And then next to
Yeah.
it is a guy that looks a little cleaner, but he's oh, he has those eyes. Hold on, Jesus,
Yeah,
that's really cool.
sometimes the eyes you won't even notice, but some of them
Sage
are
mode,
super
yeah,
rare. Yeah.
yeah, sage mode, yeah,
Sage eyes are sick. I
incredible,
think that the one that
yeah.
you gifted me is Sage Mode eyes.
Yeah, in all probability, I gave you a bullish one tick, of course.
It was a
But
really
I
very
mean,
bullish. Yes.
well, the first three on here are definitely good. I think good ones to bag. I mean, look, I've had a
Well,
lot. I had a lot of guys already, so I'm just stacking up on my girls. I'm just very sorry that Medusa got sold because I kind of was eyeballing that one a little bit. Not gonna lie. Yeah, go ahead, Trash Panda.
yeah, if I recall correct, you guys fuck a little bit with base, right?
Well,
Or
Tick can
there's
fuck
been
around on
people.
base. I
Yeah, I
am.
love it.
I like to be more on base because I feel underexposed.
Well, the money masters are just getting started on their 10,000 NFT collection on base. Basically,
10,000.
what
I
they
don't.
do,
Why? I
it's like
think these 10Ks are too much.
no, no, wait for it. It's compounding. So they go and
Oh,
play around with the liquidity pool, and you get
oh
like money
yes,
back. Like
yes.
I got 50% back the first month of
Oh yes,
investment.
yes, 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 yes.
So it's like compounding back into it, and then they already cleaned out seven,
Yes.
seven, seven, seven.
So what you need to do is send Wild in TG a link.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
that's
But they're
basically.
expensive though this time, the base ones.
Well, you know what? It's going to be everything we think about now is expensive. You need to wear
Yeah,
different glasses here. So you need to think 5, 10, 20, 100x things, right? So you
yeah,
see
yeah.
point 0.4 Solana floor. That's actually a one or a 1.5 Solana floor at the minimum here, right? And that is all before that's in the pre-cook. We're not even cooking hard then, right? When it comes with the NFTs, if you have bullish collections like that, right?
Mm.
So you need to see it just a little bit differently. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, but that's a very bullish NFT collection. If you have the chance, you should get in
Yeah.
because 50% of the investment back monthly. I mean,
Yeah.
first month anyway. Let's see what the second brings, but still,
Yeah.
that's insanely good numbers.
Returns. Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
send me a link for that one. We have BK on stage as well with us. BK, how are you doing? Guys, hop on stage, right? The more people we have on stage, the more bullish it is, the more the collection grows, the more people we can meet and make friends, because that's what we're here for. A little bit about that on X. There's some drama going on with a lot of accounts being suspended. I was already informing my village last week that that was going on. And so, why is that happening? Well, algorithm changes slightly. Sometimes it lets us do things, and sometimes then it reins it back in, and things change again. However, we also know that always is more bullish to be authentic in your replies, right? Always, it's good to bring out some content that catches some attention, right? But is not repetitive. And so it's in the repetitiveness that we often make these mistakes, repetitiveness and speed. So don't go around follow 100 people in 2 minutes. That is bearish. Don't unfollow more than 75 to 100 people daily, right? Because there's a lot of people that try to do the follow farming. So, I follow you, follow me, and then they're gonna unfollow you within 24 hours. Yeah, X doesn't allow that. If these people are doing more than 75 to 100 a day, then they are gonna get wrecked, right? So, but yeah, that means that you too have to adhere to these metrics. And so, also, we know that things that we say, that we type, are bearish sometimes. So, follow, just the word follow is already kind of a red flag, raising a red flag. Crypto raising a red flag, right? So again, and then when you do that, when you say follow one time, it's not a big deal. When you say it maybe a few times in an hour, not a big deal. When you say it 100 times in 10 minutes, yes, big deal, flagged, right? So this is how you're getting wrecked on X. And so with that, spaces are a lot more bullish to connect. So I always have that Sunday a space where we do the connecting thing. And so always when you are in a space, especially if it's people rocking the same PFP from a collection, befriend them and befriend them first. So I see, oh, well, I follow everybody in here already because that's just what I do. Immediately when I'm in spaces, I start connecting with people, and it's me, then I'm giving you a follow too, even though you don't have a blue check mark. And the same goes for Captain. Right. So this is what you should do anyway, especially if they are from the same community. You should be following each other. I don't even think I have to mention that. But yeah, watch out for your accounts, you guys. Big accounts are getting wrecked as well. Doesn't matter if you have just 300 followers, 1,000 followers, 20K, doesn't matter, right? You do that behavior and you do it for a couple of days. That's it, done. And so we do enjoy followers and everything. But if you are just friendly out there and just replying to people, I just gained 150 followers today, and that's just me replying and being just nice, right? Make a joke, have fun, and make sure that you always, when you engage, that you always have a post out yourself so people can, if they're intrigued, they can go to your profile and engage. Preferably the content that is relatable to what you just were talking about. So let's say it's NFTs, right? I'm responding to somebody else's NFT post. It's like, oh my God, it looks so good, right? And that's if you like it. And then you have your post out about the NFTs that you are bullish on, right? So you have something that you have in common, and the algorithm really likes that. That's where you actually get a boost, right? Because you now made a connection. Also, remember that every time somebody likes your reply, you are going to end up with your stuff on their timeline. But you need to have some stuff out. I see too many people reposting other people's stuff. That's bearish AF. uh, Also sometimes making like long format posts, like we need to read a whole Bible. Nobody's going to read that. You have 2 3 seconds, right? That's it. And so it's always, your posts are always a call to action, your own content. You want to have people say something, think about something, go to your profile for something, right? Into your link in your bio, right? That kind of stuff. But not to explain them how a blockchain works. See? And nobody's going to read that. So yeah, do with that. Come on stage if you need some help with any of that. Also, how you can possibly word some things perhaps differently, and so it leaves people open to quality reply. Because when you're monetized, you only get money made from blue check mark accounts. Yeah, so only from the replies from blue check mark accounts, and you're not getting anything for views, only from replies. So just imagine this, right? And quality replies also, you get more for longer replies. So you need to um, think about that when you put your content out. Yes. And I so want to help some communities with that because I see a lot of people struggle. I see a lot of people overthinking content as well, right? It's like I need to be living in a beautiful space, a beautiful city in order to take pictures, a beautiful landscape for content, or I need to be smart, saying something really, really smart for content. A lot of people are overthinking what they are putting out there, right? And so don't do that. You can actually make content about you not knowing what to post. That's content as well. And a lot of people would vibe with that because tons of people are overthinking just like you do, right? See the hook there? So that could be a thing too. Somebody was saying like, yes, under my post was saying, yeah, I kind of need a walk. I don't know what to post, and I was like, take the camera with you, make a little video, and post that, and be like, yeah, I'm going for a walk because I don't know what to post, and that will be your post. It's like 4D chess. Yeah, this is my alpha, right? And I'm gonna look on Magic Eden again.
Yeah, I keep struggling with reach at the moment, but I
Yeah,
guess it's because I don't reply as much.
that's
But I
it.
saw there was some algorithm updated,
N-
like
Yeah,
gets you
yeah,
shadow
but
banned.
no, not possibly. But I think it has to do. What happens is that X slowed down a little bit, so not many people are. Some people are just giving up or replying a little bit less because of how long it takes for it buffers a lot now. And so that's the app and the storage of X itself, and you're not shadow banned. Always just when we go through these things of changes, just behave like you normally would. Maybe tone it down a bit on the farming, right? Especially the farming. Wild is always on the tractor here, but yeah, I mean, I'm cooling down as well, right? So you want if you want views, you need to reply to other people's content. And I do mean reply throughout the whole day. And again, this is where people make the mistake of doing too much all at once because they want to get it over with, they want to get it done. Yeah, but you're not going to bring any mindfulness to any reply that you do. You're just going to do the doing, and you're going to be repetitive, and that's how people get wrecked, right? And the algorithm picks up on it so fast. So I just always do like 15 minutes every hour is like 10 or 15 minutes. I'm checking the notice. I'm out there on the timeline, on the for you, and I'm replying. And over the day, I have either between 300 and 500 replies. And this is actually where you look at my views. That's where I'm getting those from. But if you are not in those numbers, then your views are reduced as well. And your reach is therefore reduced as well. But right now, it's not the algorithm, I think, that changes the reach that you have. I think it's the buffering of the storage of X itself. And I had it last week for 2 or 3 days. And now I'm back, and
Mhm.
now the other half of the world has it. So I think there's something going on with X itself there. Let's see Emmy here on stage. Emmy, give each other a follow when we come on stage. Let's go. I hope you're bullish, because I ain't got time. I have to look up Magic Eden obsessively.
Are you looking for something particular?
No, never. I think I got the things that I wanted, but you never know. So I'm just out there on the hunt. Emmy, good morning, Emmy, or good evening. The mic is yours.
Yeah, good evening, everyone.
Yo, how's it going?
Yeah, everything is good. How about you? GM, everyone.
GM. Let's get
GM,
money.
give a follow back. You're on stage. We're giving you a platform. You should be following the host and the co-host, right?
Okay,
Adding them.
hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me follow
Yeah,
everyone,
yeah.
and I hope everyone connects back. I'll do that immediately.
Can I get 500 premium followers? Yeah, that's us. So when you are on stages shilling yourself, right? You should be like already following first. Don't wait for people to follow you. Go ahead, make friends first. If they don't follow you back, then after 2, 3 days, you can just unfollow them. Right? Give them a chance. Give them some time. Don't unfollow them right away because then you get in trouble with X. And then later on, we're not getting married with just pushing the follow button, right? We can unfollow just as quick. Yeah, or just as easy, I should say. Don't make it quick. But yeah,
Yeah,
that's how you will get your followers, Emmy.
yeah. I've actually done that. So I've literally followed everyone. I'm still doing that still. So I hope
Yep.
everyone connects back. Like I'm waiting for everyone to connect back though.
Yes, everybody follow. Give Emmy a follow. He will follow you back. Let's make that connection straight away. I see you're trying to build your account
Yeah, yeah, sure.
and you need 5 million impressions.
Yeah, hoping on where I could get that though. Like I'm still on 9K impressions though, so
Yeah.
still still working on that.
Oh, sweet.
And I'm actually on 212 verified followers for now. Still need up to like 300.
You will get there. You will get there. I would focus on replying to big accounts, right? That have high visibility. And so one thing you can do is to ask Grok to help you out with that. So big ask Grok for some big accounts that get lots of views, and then you're gonna follow those, and then you're gonna like these comments of them, and they're gonna end up on your timeline. When they come on your timeline, that's when you start replying to them. When they're on your timeline, whenever you see one and you think of a reply, don't reply blindly because then you're gonna look like a fake, right? You cannot be let's go on everything, right? So, but it's gonna hit your timeline, and that's where it's really powerful. And then you'll notice that when you do that consistently for anywhere between 4 to 4 days to a week, you'll see that you get such an uptick in your views there. Because the algorithm really likes if you are moving with the timeline, with the for you. But in order to program the for you, you're going to go ask Grok for some big accounts. You're going to follow them. And so they land on your timeline and then you can interact. Yeah.
Okay, I would like if everyone like anyone on this space like has an opinion of bigger accounts like that that I could add to my timeline. I'll be very happy if the
Well, it
person could
should
see.
look, like I said, you can ask Grok. And I always advise do some broader accounts, like big news accounts maybe. But here's the thing, if you're not interested in the content, it's going to be hard for you to reply with a meaningful reply. So if I don't like I had it happen with football. I am not into American football. I'm not into soccer either, right? But soccer I may know like 3%, but football none. And so these accounts get millions of views, but every time I was under that, the best that I could come up with was like, yeah, let's go Legends, or I'm excited for this. Or but I could hardly get something else out, and that's because it's not of my interest. So you need to look for accounts that actually have some of maybe some fun viral videos. Ask Rock for to give you these accounts, right? Uh, Maybe you have like a music that you listen to. These artists, they're on X as well, right? And sometimes you don't like the person, and that could be great too. So I got my my last post that I got monetized with that had almost 1 million views was on Justin Bieber. And it's actually because I don't like them. So my comment on there was kind of like a little bit of a, how do you say that, engagement rage bait,
Rage
right? A
bait,
rage
yeah.
bait, a rage bait. So you can do that angle as well. But I would stick with something that is easy for you that get big views, but also easy for you to leave a comment on, because then you can leave tons of comments and you're having fun, right? If it's funny viral videos, you're actually entertained. You leave a comment, done, and you're just It took me 10 days to get monetized. And you're just going to have fun. And some days I would even have only 20 replies on those, or 30. Because if I didn't like it, I wasn't responding. I just scrolled. And you keep on scrolling until you see something that you can reply to.
Hey, Wild, I see something bullish going on down in the audience. Finally, I
Okay.
got the Felix to come, the eye pump, the dripster.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, Felix, let's hear about the eye pump and dripster. Yeah.
Oh, yes, yes. Hello,
Oh, hi
Felix.
guys.
Hello.
It's good to be here. Thanks for inviting me,
Nice to
and
meet you.
nice to meet you as well.
Let's follow. Follow, follow everybody. Follow Felix here. Let's introduce the whole thing again, right? Follow each other, engage. Let's go. Yes, Felix.
Did Panda mention the iPump challenge that's coming right around the corner?
He
It's
did
in
not
8 days.
elaborate on this. I think he spared that all for you. He saved it all up so you can go ham.
All right.
I've saved some for you, my friend, because
Well, mostly all of it, Felix. So let's not. Mostly all of it.
No
Uh,
I've
shortcuts.
just
no
I've just
No
shortcuts.
teased
shortcuts.
I've just
Well,
teased them all.
It's
yes,
like, yeah, you remember
Felix,
what he said.
I just want to remind you that we are streaming this space as here as an audience. They get to see us on YouTube and on X because we live stream our visuals on there. And Tick here is actually then pulling up the things that that are related to what you talk about. So if you want to have these viewers on there, hello viewers, by the way, look at some stuff that you want to have them look at, then let Tick know. All right,
Yeah,
let's go.
Yeah,
I
sure.
wish you had been here 15 minutes ago when I was talking about search engine optimization, brand building, and digital marketing. I see that you have rebranded, and I'm just kind of jumping ahead. You can go ahead and elaborate on this, but I know because I've been following you guys for a little bit now, a few weeks. The new content looks great. I like the new branding. The color
Thank
change
you.
is nice. I like the content has evolved. So
Yeah.
you're going in the right direction. I was just talking about all the resources that users listening have access to for free, and it's like incredible to me how little I actually see on my timeline that's of the at the level that it should be or it could be because of these tools and resources are free. And I know this is probably going over a lot of people's heads, and I'm not trying to be condescending, but I'm saying flowers to you because Dripster.fun, you look like you have matured a little bit because before it was a little too degen. And
Yeah, well, thank you.
I'll let you take it away from there.
I appreciate that. So yeah, like we're a lunch lab, similar to a lunch pad, but we basically like package our own cooks and own projects, and we kind of design around like stuff you can do with the blockchain and the Web3 on Twitter, some social experiments and whatnot. And we're a pretty small and lean team. We're a team of 6. And yeah, like we use all the the nitty gritty AI tools for coding, for content creation, for marketing, for all that good stuff. So it's cool to see like yeah, our evolution. I think in the last month, especially, I
Yeah.
think we stepped it up a notch, and we can tackle a lot more ourselves.
Yeah. So I didn't mean to like segue from like the meat and potatoes of what we're here to talk about. But yeah. So originally, when Dripster.fun, I was exploring it. I was kind of how do I put this respectfully? I was kind of like nervous about it, but you guys are breaking new ground. So it's not real world assets, but it's there. How do you describe what it is? Well, no, I guess they are real world assets. They're real life
Yeah.
assets that are tokenized. Can you kind of give us a rundown on the what exactly Dripster.fun, like with the iPump challenge, for instance, and the
Yeah,
real.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's kind of evolved a lot since we started, and like there's a big RWA component to it because previously, like we were in the product creation industry and manufacturing industry, like so we kind of have already this like expertise of like product creation with like an industrial designer on our team and fashion designer, and like we're able to actually manufacture and design products, which I think is pretty unique. But like that's only be like grew to be like a small part of what we're actually doing like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
in this space, like I think I see ourselves as a launch pad, and like we just focus on high quality projects that we kind of put out there ourselves and really back them and really support them like longer term. I think
Right.
that's more around like just transitioning the culture from like farming and getting dunked on and getting rugged all the time to just like creating some finding some creative ways to
Right.
create memes, but also like reinforcing the mechanics that makes it unique. And that's what we're doing with iPump. You know, like there's been a lot of flywheel hype in the past
Oh yeah.
couple of weeks, past
Yeah.
couple of months, and
Yep.
it's kind of
Yep.
a joke or a meme on that. Like people are
Yeah.
just chasing the pump, and like we made the parallel to just gooning ourselves together and trying to pump the bag. So that's a silly meme. It's a bit grossier, if I may, but it's really just a play on the flywheel. And basically, we turned that into like a collective experiment where like people are gonna have access to a mobile app which we developed ourselves, which is getting approved on the App Store as we speak. It should come pretty soon, but we'll get confirmation of that, and then we're just gonna be able to like start pumping the coin together, like literally. So what we did is we just connected the this app to the supply of the coin, and then we're just gonna burn like up to 60% of the supply as like a collective act. And yeah, it's just like a social experiment and like a funny way to think about like flywheel and like what's the point of all this and all that sort of stuff. And on the content side, we're just trying to riff on the meme, riff on the idea, and like on my side, I try to create some funny visuals and some jokes about that. So yeah, that's pretty much what the iPump is, or the iPump challenge. So there's gonna be like a specific moment in 8 days where everyone is gonna be like prompted to start pumping their phones, and the last pumper standing is gonna win like 69 soul. All the while, like we're gonna collectively be burning like up to 60% of the supply. So the goal is just to create like a gigantic candle and a gigantic pump, and then we can all enjoy post pump clarity together. And yeah, so that's like the basic idea, and that's just like a one example. That's like a project brought to you by Dripster, developed by Dripster. As I said, like we coded a mobile app. Like that's sort of the kind of capacity that we have. We even created like a physical product of like a a pillow that you can attach to your hand, and it creates like this physical device. So it's really bridging like the digital culture to like the physical realms. And it's just an example of what's possible when you really like go out of your own way and you try to design these drops, and you try to think like further than like whatever crypto Twitter is putting on like a Pump.fun or the other launchpad. So with that, we just want to lead by example, and then like we want to bring people on board and really like back them and push them in a direction that on their own we don't think they would be able to do. So the goal is really to find like a talented devs, talented mind, and allow them to basically do more. So we would help them, like launch, support the coin, also work on the idea, help them develop any website, any app that's needed for like specific mechanics, be creative around the idea. So yeah, I think that's what we're trying to build. It's really like a new generation of Launchpad.
Wow. Yeah, yeah, it's a lot. A lot.
Yeah, sorry, I kind of went and started battling on that, but
Yeah, no,
sometimes I can't help myself.
yeah. So, and if like, let's say I want to buy these clogs, is it $120 to join the drop? Is this like a Kickstarter where you
Yeah.
help fund, and then there's like kind of a goal that needs to be reached?
Yeah, well, the Accelerate Clogs is kind of like our Genesis project. It's kind of just to put the Launchpad out there, like with our first iteration, and like at first it was like a Kickstarter for physical products, so you can actually like help bring these to life. And like if we with Accelerate, we had to reach 1 million market cap to produce, I think, 100 pairs of clogs, and the target was hit, so automatically we kickstarted the production, and it's underway. These are actually 3D printed, and they're almost ready from what I heard. So they were gonna start shipping pretty soon.
Wow, that's
For
wild.
those that bought some, like yeah, you can actually have them. And it's just it was like a first project brought by us, but it's less of a meme, if I may. Back then Accelerate was a thing, but the newer projects like iPump, they're a lot more developed.
Right. Yeah, I'm looking at so there's only 8 days left of the iPump challenge, where so for $50 you get it's this still I have trouble understanding what this is. So it's an app for the phone as well, that as
Yeah.
users shake the phone, it burns the supply, and it can burn up to 100,000 tokens per every minute.
Yeah, the math is a bit tricky
Yeah.
to understand. I just shared a tweet in the space, but like there's three things. Like when you buy, let's say the minimum $50, you get a code, and that code allows you to take part in the challenge. The challenge is really like if you're the last one standing or last one pumping, you win 69 soul, which is like a substantial amount of money. That's more of like a Mr. Beast style activation. So it's like a opportunity to showcase your pumping skills, and you look like a gooner while you're doing it. So it's a bit silly, like kind of want to do it in secret if you don't want people to think you're crazy. But yeah, and you need to think about like strategically. You need a phone charger. You need probably some water, maybe some Kleenex and stuff. But yeah, so that's like the entry. It's $50, and with that, it comes with like a physical product, which is like a pump plushie with a bite in it, and that's just like an added bonus. Like you don't have to use it. That's not actually the what pumps the coin. What pumps the coin is the mobile app, which you actually need to download on your phone, and like that uses the accelerometer in your phone to detect the pumps. And if you stop pumping, like you're out, and you basically lose. You cannot win the 69 soul. But if you hold your iPump coins and we start burning like a 60% of the supply, if we have 10,000 people pumping the coin, it's gonna get burned pretty fast. And like our hopes is that it's gonna generate some hype and drive the price. So like everyone, if you buy 60% of the supply, if we have 10,000 people pumping the coin, it's gonna get burned pretty fast. And like our hopes is that it's gonna generate some hype and drive the price. So like everyone, if you buy high pump, you can be exposed to that and kind of have fun and try to, yeah, to pump a coin to the moon, literally.
Going to win.
Going to win, going to earn. So yeah, that's like
Yeah.
that's the meme.
I think it's so amazing. Like this platform and this iPump challenge is just amazing. I can't wait to be like top gooner or try to be it. you
Yeah,
know.
there's gonna be some daily pumps and daily pump leaderboard. Like it's a fun way. When we say like GM every morning, we kind of get together on this network. Like we could start doing the daily pumps. Like did you get your daily pump in, or did you pump the coin today? If not, why not? Like you should go pump the coin. Like it can start to be like really playful, and I think that's what I'm most excited about. If you didn't pump today, like you're not part of the Gooner army or the iPump army. It's kind of what we're trying to steer the community towards.
I think this is just so awesome. The whole cook of it all is brilliant. The
Thank you,
goon,
appreciate
goon
it.
leaderboard. Yeah, it's very well done.
So appreciate it, but that's what we do at Tripster. Like it's not the first, it's not the last. Like there's gonna be plenty of cooks. Uh, I think between now and January we got six like big projects just launching, and yeah, we're just gonna launch them like in parallel, and then support them and push them until the end. And like that's the plan. Like we want to lead by example and show that you can actually create some fun like meme projects that have like some really unique components to them, and really play on the culture that we got here. I see Hemi
Yes,
as a raised hand.
Tick. I need Tick has a little bit of a thing going on. It's a theme. Every half hour to hour, Tick needs to do a round
Yeah,
trip.
my
I'm gonna
shit. Yeah,
ask some
you guys can hear
questions
me
for
okay?
you.
Yeah, the
Yes, I can hear
freaking
you. Okay, before we
sorry
go
about that.
further though, I do have it up in a pinned post that just came through because of so after a sneaky noob scammer tried to attack the server with a link trying to ruin the vibes and only managed to snag a tiny $10, which we reimbursed, we decided to flip the script. Instead of letting it emotionally damage you all, we're turning it into a raffle. Emotional damage raffle is life. Every holder of a Solana God just needs to click an emoji to enter. And that's all in the Discord, you guys. So head on, if you're a holder of a Soul God, head on over into the Discord. And just an emoji of that post makes you eligible for that raffle, the emotional damage raffle. I think it's freaking hella funny. I just needed to get that in there before I forget.
Should I play a song real quick?
Shall we first
Oh,
thank
no. Yeah.
Felix for all this
Yes, yes,
information
yes,
and
yes,
being
yes.
on our stage?
Thank you so
And
much,
yes,
Felix.
Felix, of course, we gave you a follow. You're welcome on our stage. We are doing this 6 days a week from Monday to Saturday, taking a break on the Sunday, and you're always welcome. If you have any updates or anything else you kind of were like, oh, I forgot to say this, right? That can happen. Then you're welcome back on our stage.
Thank you so much for having me and for the space. It's awesome. I'll be back in the next couple of weeks to
Yes,
give an
yes.
update.
Well, Trash Panda is going to talk about it too, so we'll be in the loop. But I also like to hear from you because Panda is good at the plug. But we like to stay connected with the plug with the projects themselves. So yes, right. That's what we do. We network, net worth. That's how it works. So thank you, Felix. We're gonna cleanse our palette again with Song Gem AI delivering us a fabulous songs. And then I like to see some emojis come on stage if you want to talk about it and leave a comment.
All right, come on, let's go. Here we go.
What is this? You made this?
Yeah, all of these.
Oh.
All I can do is wish what's coming next. The soul that's dominating and I'm looking like a mess. All I can do is wish what's coming next. The soul that's dominating and I'm looking like a mess. All I can do is wish what's coming next. The soul that's dominating and I'm looking like a mess. All I can do is wish what's coming next. The soul that's dominating and I'm looking like a mess. The soul that's dominating and I'm looking like a mess. Looking like a mess. Looking like a mess.
Yes, yes. That one's missed the Soul Gods, and then let's see that this was the this one right here too.
Tick missed it, but then he got with it, right?
Oh, you know it.
You know it.
This was the vibe. This was after
Yeah.
I minted. The vibe was just
Yeah.
On the line, Solana rising, you're ahead of time. Taking what connect, let the market shine. So soon, the bulls inside. What's the ticker? Tell me what's next. NFT floors climbing, no time to rest. AI agents running 24/7. On-chain dreams, a digital heaven.
this one's oh, I guess it's okay.
NFT floors climbing, no time to rest. AI agents running 24/7. On-chain dreams, a digital heaven. Soul gods flying, traits so rare. Third as things.
This one's kind of bearish. Kind of bearish. It's not really feeling that vibe.
I'm not feeling no vibes there.
No. That one's whack. That's not like that's I don't know. We had some way more bullish songs.
Yeah.
Eh.
I
So
still think
I'll remember that one's a miss.
I would like Songjam to respond to us when we talk to her instead
Oh,
of. That would be nice. Stop. Stop.
I
Anyway,
can
just
do
stop.
what I can do with Song Jam is let me see. I can go da, da, da,
Also,
like
Songjam,
this.
I need a snack.
Oh, can you can hear that right? That works. So like this.
Oh my
Oh, now
god!
Emmy, no feedback.
That's not working.
No.
Let me see.
I need an AI agent that plays songs for me and brings snacks.
You're talking about a maid?
Well, yes, but then an AI. I mean, we can do lots of things. Why is this not possible? Anyway, Tick, what is
Anyway,
why is song just keep on going?
that song, yeah, that song was terrible. I apologize about that one.
I think my song was still the most bullish one.
Yeah, let me see. You
Let's.
had was oh this one. Here we go. This is sorry. Let me see if this. Ooh,
Oh
whoa,
my God!
whoa! What the heck?
What the hell happened?
Let me.
No.
I think I can fix it if I go like this. Yeah, I have yours queued up as well. It's just I forgot you can't like play one when you already have one going.
I see a creator has joined us in a space. This is
Oh,
the
sick.
creator X of the Soul Gods, which we were talking about for a little bit already after all the shilling, the SUI, the blockchain, the market, and the Solana, salamis, kind of, And so, yes, well, Weiler is gonna lock in a little bit because keep saying I need to look at Magic Eden, but I keep getting distracted here by everybody on stage, which is you guys are rock, right? So I don't want to get it twisted. But let's say good morning to Levin. Levin, good morning. How are you? Good evening. Whatever.
Good morning, good evening. How are you guys?
Hey,
Yes,
GM, doing
we're
great. How are you?
bullish.
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Notifications woke me up and I saw emotional damage giveaway. I'm like, no fucking way. And
Yes.
the thing is, like how persistent of a NFT creator gotta be to even include an emotional damage raffle, basically not raffle but giveaway. Like that's very cool.
That's very cool. Yeah. Especially also because you don't do that right. And the damage was not that big. And, the impact scammers, you guys do not click any links, please, please, right? It's not, you can have like such a barrier for everything in the Telegram and Discords, but sometimes something seeps through. And as a community, you should just know never to click links. Only the sun shines for nothing, you guys. There's no such thing as for free. Yeah. So unless you want some fart coin on Sui, then drop your Solana wallet and I send you some. But and it's not never through a link. There's no free airdrop from nothing. That NFT that suddenly lands in your wallet is there for a reason. They have smart contracts behind them, and they will drain on interaction. So leave these things alone, right? Also, sometimes tokens just land in your wallet. Just don't touch it. Just don't touch it, right? Don't interact because they can drain your wallet as well. We know that happens, and we just got to be as a community and me as a host. I got to be better in saying that. I know it's going to be boring repeating this, but there's a lot of tons of new people are going to come into crypto in the next months, and so we need to be diligent into spreading the message that do not click any links, do not keep wallets hot, cold storage, whether that's a phone that you don't use for anything else but then your wallets or a ledger. What else you got to do to keep your wallets, cold and off the nets this way so they don't access your stash. Especially your main stash should never be attached to anything. You should always use fresh and new wallets for trades. And that is just something that you're gonna have to make a habit out of, right? and it's just a one little step that can prevent so much damage. So we just got to be diligent as a community to repeat these things. Never click any links. Yes, Levin.
I have a question. Is Phantom Wallet considered a hardware wallet? Because when I turn off the internet, my coins are still visible that I have them.
It's not. No, yeah. Well, the thing is that when this is the alpha, basically. So you need to make sure that you disconnect everything from that wallet. That's the thing, because as soon as it's connected to there's something can get in because of that connection. That's why we say no hot wallets, right? And so, if you don't have so much money, but you do have an old device laying around, that device, clean it up, and only hook it up to Wi-Fi if you need to access your wallet, right? So your main wallet. And so you don't even have to do access that main wallet a whole lot, right? Unless you're making a new wallet, you want to buy something because something is out minting or something is launching, or you want to do your DCA, you go to open those main wallets, gun it into a new wallet, and then close the whole thing up again and leave it in your drawer. And
Mm-hmm.
that is just a good practice to do. And it works the same as with your ledger. If you have a ledger and you have that hardware storage, then right, yeah,
Guys,
do the same. Trash Panda, you want
so
to elaborate?
Oh yeah, no, it was just like a couple of I got this friend waiting for me, so I actually gotta leave.
Oh
I just
yeah,
want to
you're
thank
gonna
you guys for the space.
make like a tree.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. And see you guys tomorrow, I guess.
See you
Tomorrow is
tomorrow, Panda. Thank you for
the Stoned
co-hosting.
Rabbit slots
Oh
goes
yeah,
live. It's
you're
confirmed.
excited. You're
Yeah,
excited.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah.
confirmed. Woo!
Oh, it's
All right.
actually is tomorrow. Well,
Yeah, it is.
that's
Tomorrow it's live.
exciting.
Let's
Party,
go.
party time.
Oh, yeah. Anyways, thank you and see you all later.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay. See you later. Uh, yes. Is it Lefon or Leffen? Where should we go with this?
just if you can't pronounce my name well, just call me Leo.
Well, I'm interested because I
So
sometimes for
basically, my
in
name is
some countries
Levan.
it's this
Levan.
Levon.
Levan.
Okay, Levon. Where are you from? Can I ask?
I'm from the Republic of Georgia.
Oh, right. Yes. Okay. So that's why I'm asking because you may have a different pronunciation than I'm from the Netherlands. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Hold on. Let me respond here to a question. Yeah. So, back on you had something to say about that topic of safety.
So the thing was, like, I didn't think anything bad. Like, I always tried to join giveaways before I even get to Soul God. You know those giveaways where guys say, "Okay, drop your Soul wallets here. Wait for 24 hours, you might win a giveaway." I didn't know it was a danger to leave my wallet there.
No, it's not so much your wallet. It shouldn't be your main wallet, that's for sure. I don't like it, right? My main wallet should be only known to me, that address. And that's also because I don't like people following my address on the blockchain either, right? There's a little bit of anonymity there. Always use a fresh wallet for things. That's why. Fresh new wallet. And so any wallet that's out there in an extension or like a MetaMask, a Phantom, these are all non-custodial software wallets, right? And you can work with those. It's not, they're good, but you need to not have them connected to internets because or hot linked to anything. So like when you're checking in on Magic Eden, plug in your Phantom or your whatever you got going there, your MetaMask. Do not, when you do, you plug it in, but then make sure you plug out again too. And never do that with your main wallets to begin with. Because in the time that you are maybe doing some trading, you might get distracted, click a link somewhere, boom, and then your main wallet. And I have people that lost up to $200,000, their whole
Whoa.
portfolio gone because they were moving around with their main wallets. Never do that. Leave those, like I said, on a separate device so you only get there when you need your main wallet. So when you need something from your main stash. And you need to implement this even if you have $100, right? Because that's for you, that's your money right there. Why should you leave the option for scammers to get a hold of that? But if you cannot do that with $100, then you won't be able to do that with 1 million either. And you know, so you got to make good financial moves right now already to keep that safe. So if you're looking for something like a hardware wallet, then you're looking at like a Ledger, and or Trezor has the one as well. And there's a couple. I think the Nano right now. I have the Stacks, the Ledger Stacks, and so these are the hardware wallets. But if you don't want to invest in those, then maybe an older device, a tablet, a laptop, an older phone. Just scrub it clean. Only get your main wallets on there, right? In the apps, and then only connect with that when you need them. And then
Mm-hmm.
make new wallets when you go ahead and go mint something new or buy something new, especially if you're degening around, right? Because you might be connected to something you forgot. Maybe you didn't get enough sleep, whatever. We can all make that mistake. See, you can be diligent 364 days of the week, and then that one day, that one moment, that 1 second that you were not. That's the thing, right? That gets you. So, and I've seen a lot of people doing it that were perfectly knowing all of this, still did it. And so just make sure you never do that with your main. You always make a new wallet. And so when you let's say we did that mint on Soul Gods, move the Soul Gods that you want to hold on to a different wallet, one that you not connect with Magic Eden with all the time or whatever trading platform you got going, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when something happens, you don't lose everything. Keep your investment safe.
Oh, so you mean like I need to have a separate wallet for something like before I even receive funds, I need to have like a receive wallet, then I can send money
Yeah, well,
from
you
what
can
I
do like
got to my
you
main wallet.
yeah, you can open a wallet and call it Fuck It Wallet, and that's the wallet if you want to do the giveaways. You give out that address all the time, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then when something lands in the Fuck It Wallet, just make it go to a different wallet. And then we use the Fuck It Wallet, but then you have one that is distinct for that. And if you go ahead and mint something new, open a whole new wallet, call it Mint Wallet, new Mint Wallet, and do everything with that, and then distribute from there again to wallets with things that you want to hodl. And then the things that you want to hodl are never exposed to a threat like that,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Make sense?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Absolutely. And you just, I know it's a few extra steps to get it done to do that, and it takes some dedication from you to actually do it, but you will thank yourself, right? Because the one moment that I clicked a link once as well, nothing happened because nothing was hot. But yeah, even losing $50 to these scammers is can bring your mood down. I know Tick has had that happen last week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's frustrating for sure when that happens. Yeah, you got to be
Absolutely.
careful about the links you click, and if it's too good to be true, it probably is. There's no such thing as a free lunch. Do your own research and be careful about those links. We were even talking, I think it was yesterday, about ways to vet um, links and everything like that by inserting links into other things. But yeah, when you're tired and things like that, it's even more likely to make these simple, errors that can cost you just, these silly little mistakes just by not thinking clearly about, what you're doing. And like for like the last time it happened to me, it was in Discord, clicking a verify wallet link for something that thought I was getting whitelisted for that seemed legitimate, but yeah, it's but like Wilder said, I made the mistake of connecting with a hot Coinbase wallet that had Ethereum in it, and so that Ethereum got drained. uh, that's yeah, that's it's just kind of like I know better than to make those mistakes, but it was just laziness, I guess, looking back on it, and it was a learning lesson. That's kind of my takeaway from that.
Yeah. It is, but it's a very mood dampening, demotivating experience. And even if you lose $50, right, that could be a lot for you. But any dollar that goes towards these scammers, and we just got to be more diligent now because there's a rally gonna happen in quarter 4, and when it gets busy, you know what? These cockroaches will come out as well, by and large, right? So just remember that. So you got to plan for that. You kind of have to tell yourself like, the longer I'm in this space, the more likely it is that something like that is going to happen to me, and so I'm gonna be proactive, right? And make sure that when it happens, the damage is either reduced or zero, because it's almost inevitable, especially when we start to rally hard, right? And you're lacking sleep, also, trading, DJing around, and then something like that just could happen, and they're coming out in droves again when the green candles or the big pumps are going to come. So that's just stay ahead of the game and stay safe. And everybody here in What's the Ticker, stay safe. We're coming up on the end of the space, but before we go, um, I just wanted to hammer down how the algorithm changed a little bit. You can move fast on the timeline. Just don't be repetitive, right? If you're just starting with a new account, or if you're not having a blue check mark, you got to be extra careful, right? Let the algorithm get used to you, right? Do every day a little bit more, and so it will allow you to do a little bit more, and but don't be repetitive, right? And don't do much of the reposting, especially if you're part of a community. Don't do that. Just it's so much more valuable to have your friends, so your following, look at how you think about stuff. So quote post it, right? Do a quote post. And if you like it, like with the giveaway or something like that, quote post it and be like, oh my God, right? Have a look at this. So you have extra leverage to boost that post instead of just reposting. It's bearish for your account. It's bearish for your engagement. Yeah. So that's the alpha for the algorithm today, right? Because it changed a little bit. Every 2-3 weeks, that algorithm is going through some changes, and you're gonna notice it in your reach. I'm just uh, I'm just gonna wonder what my X payout will be. That's what I'm wondering about, Tick.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. I can't wait to. I need to engage more in order to get there. I know that, but
If you have a
you
blue
know,
tick, you guys, a blue check mark, these are the ones that get monetized. Right? You can get monetized within 10 days if you want to. That's not an issue, right? But you're only getting paid from blue check marks as well. So that's why the interaction for not blue check marks is always low. We don't get anything from that engagement, right? And on the flip side, yeah, X can do that. X is a business, right? So you can be there salty about it, I know, but it's you're not given anything here. Even when you are getting monetized, it's up to X to see if they want you as a content creator and pay you. If not, then not, and they don't have to give a reason either. This is not like something that they have to do. See, and a lot of people don't understand it about X. It's just a business. That said, right, if you do get a blue check mark, and then maybe a year from now you're thinking, oh, let me get monetized, right? You're actually getting back pay from the first time that you had that blue check mark. And that some people get like payouts of a few $1,000s, uh, because it just it is that back pay, right, in their first payment. And so it's always good to have a blue check mark this way, right? Just for future purposes. You don't know where this is going. And I think for $10 a month, especially if you are, look, if you don't want to do anything with your account here on X, then don't, right? You don't need to. But I see a lot of people being like, hey, I'm a community leader, NFT project leader. Well, it's kind of expected that you have a a check mark. If you want to be an influencer, if you want to be KOL, if you want to be any of that, or other business wise, you need to have that blue check mark. It's kind of a given. Yeah. But just remember that when you are then getting monetized, you're getting back pay from all the engagement you got, all harping back to the first time that you got that blue check mark. Yeah, if you lost your blue check mark because maybe you didn't pay or something like that, then it's gonna reset to when you get it back. Then when you are gonna go and buy it again, right? That's basically where we're at. All right, Tiki. Where's Song Jam? Where's Song Jam? Did we follow everybody in the space? Give each other a follow, you guys. I did all my follow rounds right here. Dan, I got you. Captain as well. Oh, I didn't follow you, Levin. Oh my God, little fun. Here we go. I got you. I followed everyone. How about you?
Yes. Yeah, I did
Good.
as well.
I
And then
just spam following everyone. We need to build a big, big, big hype train that is never gonna stop. And when the hype, we need to find different trains to go on, so it never stops.
It never stops. That's right. Choo choo. Choo choo, motherfuckers. I noticed this is a recorded space, but again. Oh, Emmy still wants to say something before we leave. Emmy?
Sorry, come again. What did you say? Sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, but I also hear somebody else talking very loudly in the background.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, can you hear me?
No, not very well. And we're gonna round up the space, Emmy.
yeah.
Listen, this is the outro. You're
Thank you
welcome
so
back
much, you
tomorrow, though.
guys.
Yes.
Ripping crypto like a gat, see the chart it goes flat. White headphones on his head, money counter on his lap. Gold chain with the strap, cashing out hella grams. We got Solana in the bag. What's the ticker? Where's it at? I put the crypto on my tab. Blew the whole shot, didn't land. Another sell-off we've been had. Not a single drop of liquid left. Bullish on another flip. By 1% it didn't slip.
Is that it, Vic?
Sorry. Yeah, can you hear me right now?
Remix.
Ripping crypto like a gat, see the chart it goes flat. White headphones on his head, money counter on his lap. Gold chain with the strap, cashing out hella grams. We got Solana in the bag. What's the ticker? Where's it at? I put the crypto on my tab. Blew the whole shot, didn't land. Another
They're
sell-off
back.
we've been had. Not a single drop of liquid left. Bullish on another flip. By 1% it didn't slip.
I see Sir Vic is in the house. Thank
Damn.
you for joining, Sir Vic. We're just closing up shop. Ryan, we'd love to see you back again tomorrow for What's the Ticker on Friday. Same time, same space.
Mm-hmm.
Take last words.
Stay bullish, my friends. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's go.
Crypto Moonlight tomorrow morning, you guys co-hosting there. And let's go.
You can catch me on the channel going fucking crazy, aping every season. I just